Hold on, I just screwed it up. There we go. Welcome, Real Sonic. Checking this out. Can you do me a favor, Real Sonic? Again, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you here. Can you hear that show that's being broadcast? This is a test for the Video Game Awards, but can you hear that? Okay, you can hear me loudly, softly. So I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to turn me down. So I just cranked them up. Okay, that just means, one sec. Let me see if I can get the volume up on this thing. Let's see. Is it so? Here's the deal. I've got this playing in a, how do I say this? I'm gonna have to get this cranked up. So I'm gonna try to turn up. I'm gonna try to connect this to Bluetooth. There we go. If you haven't seen these guys, they're freaking brilliant. That's the thing. I want to get. I want to start sharing this to get this out here. Hang on a sec. Come on, Unz Angle connect. One second. And of course, our special correspondent, I can hear you perfectly fine, but I could hear you this entire time. But Alan, can you hear me? How about that? Well, this is going really well. Really? What about now, Real Sonic? Can you do that better? Garbled. Thanks. Huh. I wonder if I can get audio.
One date within the weekend and one date without, which is the first, of course, is that the date within is Black Friday, the wonderful holiday extravaganza where the sales begin and the stores are open wide, early. They open early. They open late, and they stay open, and the sales go absolutely bananas, and people love to see it, and people love to hear that.
This is a very interesting stream. Oh, God dang it, this is hilarious. This is probably the worst stream to do this with because they're all over the board. These guys worked for Adult Swim, and this is a fake show, technically.
And of course, really? Monday is when we come back and we have a complete and utter disregard for the weekend sales before because we have been waiting.
Now you can still hear me, correct?
The cash.
That's the
and
most
wallets
important thing.
and the tap cards and the RF.
Oh, it's so quiet.
When you have when Google Pay, Apple Pay, RF, it's all there. So you go to the store or you stay online because it's a Cyber Monday. So if stores are closed on Cyber Monday, no one goes out. They stay inside and they purchase the games that they've been wanting to purchase all year, and they have a absolute
I don't want to do that.
madness that comes over them. And the madness came over me, folks, and that is what
Dude, this is the craziest freaking show. I love it. I absolutely love this show. It is a nightmare on purpose, by design.
So, Alan, now that we've, of course, talked to we've explained exactly what we're doing here and why we're here, let's hear a little bit of what you have to say about the situation at hand.
This show is absolutely crazy. And I'm so happy that you're seeing this. Am I even showing up? Let's see. The idea is that these guys are...
So we're having a great time, and we're already, a lot of people are in the chat. People are having a great time. I can see all of the excitement in people's words that they're typing out in real time here on twitch.tv/EGI_2. And we are going to dive right into it right after we check in, of course, with Alan.
This is all by design, by the way. This is all freaking hilarious because it's just a cavalcade of errors and mistakes. This makes me happy because I'm dealing with this myself, and I'm doing it like for real.
Robbie,
this is meta. Basically, this is what I'm subjecting my audience to, but for real.
Can you hear me?
Turn on my camera. Okay, I got the light going.
Alan, are you able to? This is an emergency broadcast. Yes. Can you hear me?
Why the heck can't I hear Robbie?
Why can't Alan hear Robbie?
Something's wrong with my camera.
Alan, can you hear me? Can we hear me right? Can you hear me right now?
Hang on a second. I gotta get the captions off.
Nope.
What about now?
Still upside down. Robbie, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. This is Robbie Ratcliffe coming to you live from the Spreadsheet. Alan, can you hear me right now? It's important that we all that these emergency broadcasts, of course, are not only
about the spreadsheet. I don't know if he's talking or if I am talking. Okay, I'm hoping Robbie's saving a lot of money. I hope he can figure out the tech on the spreadsheet show. It seems to be a little more less intuitive and less smooth a ship as EGI2 was. And EGI2 was already a bit of a rocky road. So
wait, they
back
changed
to Robbie.
EGI2. It's not EGI2 anymore.
Alan, if you can hear me, then I would like you to go ahead and sound off on your special report about the spreadsheet and what you've been saying about this, what you've been hoping to hear about the spreadsheet on this emergency broadcast.
It's quite odd. Hold on. Why is it like that?
Oh my God.
No. There I am.
I feel terrible that I've subjected my audience to this every day for the last 2 weeks.
I cannot hear you. Not for the life of me. I can't see you or hear you. So I don't even know if I'm on a show.
Alan, this is Robbie Ratcliffe with the spread. Back to you, Alan. Thank you so much. And if you can see, I'm texting you in the chat.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
So obviously, Alan is not able to hear me. We are definitely trying as best as we can to bring you the late-breaking special report that Alan Resnick was going to be bringing us about the spreadsheet. So I will go ahead and begin my own presentation on the spreadsheet, which was again the reason of the this special emergency broadcast from Spreadsheet headquarters at EGI twitch.tv/EGI_2. So let's go ahead and talk about what's been happening. Right now we have a first look at the spreadsheet, which is that we have, of course, purchased Outer Worlds for not the first time, but the second time.
So hard this whole freaking show.
Thank you. We've got a subscription going on. I think that's what that sound was. A very loud sound. It just dinged in my ear when I'm trying to talk about the second purchase of the game Outer Worlds. Jesus Lord. We've got the spreadsheet.
This is so good.
Open. The lines
lines
are not open yet. No, Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds. Thank you very much. I do expect at one point to be purchasing Outer Wilds for Steam on the Steam Deck, but the Outer Worlds was the game that made it to the cart. Let's just say on. Thank you. We've got 100%. There's things are happening right now. The hype trains are taking off the station. There's dinosaurs. There's trains. Twitch is a fully functional platform for entertainment and content delivery, and we are talking about a spreadsheet that I have made, which keeps track of all the games purchases that I make. It keeps track of all. We've got so many sounds happening in my ear right now. Every time somebody, thank you Turbo Zuger, and thank you Hagaki Kiyun. Alan Resnick, did you subscribe? Alan, I do believe you did subscribe. Hopefully that you can see me you can hear me somewhere out there on the Twitch channel EGI_2, and we can keep going with this special emergency broadcast for the spreadsheet, and we are back to talking about none other than the Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds is, of course, the open world-ish game from people behind the wonderful
You can do it. All right. I've got sound levels all the way up. System audio all the way up. What else can I do?
The people behind, of course, Knights of the Old Republic 2 and New Vegas. So the wonderful Outer Worlds game has made its impact on people worldwide. It's been released on every major platform, including the Nintendo Switch, which, of course, you can see here, purchased on the Nintendo Switch for $50, and that is, of course, the $50 fully downloadable content, every bit of downloadable content on that $50 purchase. But you can see here on the spreadsheet for the Nintendo's tab on the spreadsheet that I have not actually been playing any.
My volume is maxed out and their volume's too low. Yeah, so that's
Nintendo
killing
Switch.
me.
However,
it's going to
if you
jump
go
back in.
If you go back to
Here's
the Outer Worlds on Steam, which I purchased for $12, you'll also notice that I have not started playing that yet.
Pretty soon.
And therefore,
that's how it works.
You have to consider that I have spent
so just give me a second,
$62 on a game
I don't want to blast your ears out because it might actually happen. This could actually be just a ploy on their end. That's why it's so hard to figure out.
And I know that some of you out there do. If you have a keen eye, then you can look above
unless my voice is way off. My voice should still be normal.
That row on the spreadsheet, and you can see that I did also
like a handover speaker, son of a gun.
The Outer Worlds on Xbox, and I did not actually purchase it. And if you could scroll over a little bit in the row, and if you
I'm
can
trying to
maybe
set it up
see
right
that.
Advanced. No, I don't want any of that.
So you can't scroll over on the row; it's stuck
Quality,
that way.
auto,
So you'll be able to just imagine, if you can, if everyone in the chat can just close your eyes, you will notice that I did not spend any money on
all the way up
Outer
there.
Worlds for the
I got my
Xbox
system volume all the way up.
I had Outer Worlds thanks to the Xbox Game Pass.
Again, if you can't,
Xbox Game Pass, I had briefly
it's not
for
working for you. I totally get it.
So
this is just a test.
$0, and
I actually have to lean in to hear me.
Hours on the Outer
That's
Worlds.
Weird. Okay, let's turn this down.
4 hours for the Outer Worlds on the Xbox. However, if I try to keep the different versions of the Outer Worlds separate from the
that is very interesting. Hang on a second.
From one another in the spreadsheet.
Thank you so much, Real Sonic. I appreciate it. I seriously really appreciate it.
Because of course the different hours that you spend playing each individual version of the Outer Worlds should be counted separately, even though it is all aggregated together at the end of the spreadsheet. So I'm going to go ahead and imagine that I have spent $62. If you can see that there, that's number 62 divided. It's 62 divided by 4, or is it 4 divided by 62? So it's 4 divided by 62. Of course, you
Did I just kill it? I don't even know if I killed it or, oh no, I did. It looks like I did kill it. Hang on. Where are we? Twitch. Come on back.
Value that I strive to spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and open up the phone calls.
Quality. Source. Let's change this. Advanced.
Opening up the phone calls. Go ahead and give us a ring. Hopefully the phone calls do work. We'd love to hear from people viewing who may have.
Again, I'm just trying to get people introduced to the show.
May have their own spreadsheets or may have learned about the spreadsheet from the spreadsheet and want to discuss
There we go.
What they've been purchasing with the spreadsheet. So we have the phone lines are open. We have a call. Weeknight or a school night. Are you a student or are you a working squad? I'm a Friday sales are happening. How do you manage?
How do I manage? Well, I'm trying to watch the spreadsheet so I can know the best value of the game.
So
I can know what I should buy.
Well,
Hello, everyone. Today we're
Yeah, I would say I look for comfort in my games. I'm not someone who.
Yeah. I think I've caught you up. I think we're doing that. Audio.
Alan? Hello?
Thanks again, Real Sonic.
Alan?
I just turned off 2 settings.
So, Alan, Lex, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
Did you hear Alan just now?
Yes, and I believe I may have seen an apparition of Alan on the screen.
All right. Well, Lex, I want to ask you one last question before we let you go. And
There he is.
Alan, Alan? Can you hear me? Not if you can hear me. Alan? No. All right. Well, Lex, I'm sorry that we couldn't get Alan on the phone. He's clearly he's some sort. Lex, I'm going to go ahead and hang up and see if I can get Alan on the phone. Thank you for your call. I'm sorry about the confusion, but we are talking about the spreadsheet. What I would recommend is during your sickness, while you're off of work, go ahead and make your own spreadsheet. And then next time we do another emergency broadcast on the spreadsheet, we'll be able to take a look at what you've got going on your end.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Robbie.
Thank you so much, Lex, and have a happy
green
holiday
screen.
season,
Robbie's
and I hope you feel better.
He can't get a hold.
Thank you so much.
Alan, is that you?
No, Robbie, this is Dominic.
Hey, Dominic, how are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Whereabouts in Pennsylvania? It's a big state. The famous thing James Carville says about Pennsylvania. You remember it?
This first.
No. Berks County?
I think it was Carville that said it's like Pennsylvania's interesting because it's Philadelphia on one side, Pittsburgh on the other side, and Alabama in the middle.
That's accurate.
Thank you for saying that. If I ever speak to James Carville, I'll say that the as one of the major political figures of the 20th and 21st centuries, that the people know his words.
I feel very informed and enlightened, and I thank you for that information, Robbie.
So, Dominic, go ahead and tell me, what games did you buy during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, and what games have you been playing, and are they the same games? And if they're not the same games, there's no shame in it, because the problem is, I think greater than one person.
Well, I have not purchased anything over the Black Friday sale, but I have been playing a lot of Silent Hill 3.
Silent Hill 3 on the PlayStation 2, but
yeah.
not the HD collection on PlayStation 3. My mistake.
No.
3, I think, is an interesting one because it is one of it. Some people think of it as a kind of a lull in the series, don't they?
I heard the same thing about 4, but I find myself pretty excited for those first 4 Team Silent titles.
Well, I must say that Silent Hill 4, I do believe, actually started off as a non-Silent Hill game.
Is that so?
I could be wrong about that. I have so many windows open that I don't have the ability to check that and double check my own facts, but maybe someone in the chat, if you're Silent Hill 4, if you're a fan of The Room, Silent Hill 4 The Room, as opposed to the film, obviously, and if I don't know what, there's several people calling me, Alan. So if you're gonna call me on the line that other people are calling me, you have to tell me what phone number you're using. Thank you so much, Alan. In the chat out there somewhere, Dominic. So how many hours would you? So you're playing on the PlayStation 2. So obviously
I just had to write down a couple settings. So here's the thing: if you like Tim and Eric type humor, or you like,
thank you. No one.
What is it called? On Cinema at the Cinema with Tim Heidecker.
Dominic, do you know how Twitch works?
This is very similar to that type of humor. It's just like very niche.
All right. Well, someone just
granular
pinned something,
type of humor,
and I thought it was a sub, but in fact it was a pin that said, "No one call Alan is attempting to call Robbie."
Oh, okay. Should I go?
No. I want to go ahead and
this stream is supposed to be talking about
before
video games all the time.
Mr. Resnick over
and they
there.
never really get to it. They
how many? That's probably about. That's between. If I recall correctly,
because you can talk about the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's a big deal.
Game.
Like it was supposed to be lost.
Yeah, but
so now he's discovered the spreadsheet and wants to share the spreadsheet. But now it's like.
I can only take so much at a time. It's a very
they can't even get Robbie or
yeah,
Alan,
absolutely.
Alan
It's
on
one of
the
those
show.
games that you
Robbie's
kind of
now
have
like
to like. It kind of
floundering
hurts
because
to
his
play
tech
a little
support
bit,
person,
doesn't it?
he can't get in touch with him.
It's the best game that I never want to play again, but I love the experience. I think my memory card says maybe like 6 to 8 hours right now.
The memory the memory cards do game time tracking?
Well, the games do.
Interesting.
It tells you, it tells you in your save file how long you've been playing, and my save file is like roughly 6 to 8 hours right now, I think.
Bloody hell! If I had known
Yeah,
that,
it's pretty interesting.
if I had known that, I wouldn't have gotten rid of my PlayStation 2 so quickly. I could have had all those PlayStation 2 games on the spreadsheet.
It might be a game.
Sonic, is my voice? I know my voice is louder here, but how
Right.
is that?
So,
is that going okay?
If it is,
like my
if it
voice
is,
in
if
comparison,
you
theirs
can
is
do
very
me a
quiet.
favor at
There's
some
nothing I
point,
can do about
take
that.
a screenshot of what you're
I've got them
talking about,
cranked
even
as
if
high
it's
as I
just
can
to
go.
take a picture of the
Oh my gosh.
the
You're gonna love these
memory
guys.
card menu.
You probably
with the
have
phone.
heard of
Next
these
time
people.
you come back and do the spreadsheet,
You just don't know it.
I'd love a chance to and actually
Alan
send it to
Resnick
electronic game information at
is
gmail.com.
behind the video.
Then we can take a look
This
at
house
that
has people in it.
memory card in future, and
what's
then
the other
we can
one?
come back and revisit this topic because I'm very
I think it's
interested
like
in the possibility
unedited
that
footage of a
the
bear.
game time tracking.
Have you heard of
I do
either of
believe I still
those?
have some of my
Unedited
PlayStation 2 memory
footage
cards
of a bear is about a
stuffed
woman
away
who it's like
somewhere.
a cold and flu ad or
Yeah,
whatever
I'll
that
get back to you on that.
descends into madness.
I didn't realize you guys were still using
And this house has people in it is another one.
I thought this was the,
Both of those are very, very
EGI.
viral.
So the
very
EGI2
big.
is, of course, a completely unaffiliated show, but the fact
Before
of
you
the
share
matter
this,
is
I did
that
not
we
know
do
who
have
they are. I'm gonna
electronic
see if I
game
can
information
find-
at
I think it's called
gmail.com
unedited
because
footage
when
of
you
a bear.
spell all of that out and as one single block of text, unfortunately for Adult Swim, that they own a lot of us, but they don't own that specific
Yes.
Gmail account.
Adult Swim unedited
Well,
footage of a
I'm
bear.
Well, thank you so much for your call, Dominic. Good luck with the
And then,
terrifying
what's the other one? This house has
journey
people in it?
of that blonde-haired woman through the lost shopping malls and various
Yes, those are the
parallel
two. There's more,
dimensions.
but these guys work for Adult
Thank you
Swim.
very much.
Very,
Back
very
to you,
niche.
Back to you,
Like, as I
Dominic.
said,
Back to
I'm
you,
so
Alan.
happy
Back
that
to
they
you,
introduced
you,
it.
Alan.
I can hear them
Hello,
without
you're
leaning in.
on the
However,
air with
I really have to pay
Spreadsheet.
attention.
Robbie,
Okay.
it's so good to hear your
Alan,
voice.
very absolutely wonderful.
Hey, Alan, I'm back.
You're,
I'm
okay. Well,
fan.
it's amazing to hear your voice, Alan. It's amazing to see your face and to know that you've been waiting on the
This
line
is your
all
life.
this
This
time
has been your life,
to,
Real
to
Sonic.
give your
You should
special
love this.
report on
This
the
is what you've been
spreadsheet.
helping me with for 2 weeks.
I've been trying so hard to get in touch with you, Robbie, and just hear you and be in the show. I always wanted to be on the Spreadsheet show, but I couldn't hear you.
Of course, and when you have an emergency broadcast, so many things can go wrong all at once, and this is what appears to be happening
back.
to us.
He's back.
Yes. Can you see me and you can hear me?
I can see you and I can hear. There might be a little bit of delay, so let's just take a couple of breaths before responding to one another, just so people aren't confused about who's talking and what they are talking about.
I'll clap and you tell me when you see the clap. 1, 2.
I saw it.
Okay, great. It looks weird though.
Yes.
Anyway, why did you call
So
me?
yeah, it's time to talk about the spreadsheet. This is an emergency broadcast, Alan, because as you know, it was the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and with the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday, and also my birthday coming in between the two.
Happy birthday! A big happy birthday to Robbie.
And happy birthday, Alan! And your thoughts are appreciated, and your voice is even more so. As a result of that birthday being in that very special period of time, of course, I made some very, very rash and quick decisions when it came to purchasing the games and the systems that I needed to continue with the live stream that I have of $1 per 1 hour of gameplay.
Is he talking about Grand Theft Auto?
That's just the general spreadsheet. That's the general idea of the spreadsheet.
That's the general, of course, idea of the spreadsheet. And as you know from speaking to me before the show, you know that I did, in fact, purchase a Steam Deck OLED.
You told me yes. You told me you were purchasing a Stream Deck to help with the show EGI, to help with all the tech issues, and I just want to say that you still have a few kinks to work out.
Absolutely, and back to you, Alan, and happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Robbie.
Thank you. Happy birthday to Alan. And here is, of course,
I'm hearing a beep.
you're hearing the beep. Of course, that's just the sound of the Alan, I think people are eager to hear the special report that you've prepared for the spreadsheet, because I spent $600 on a Steam Deck, but I also spent about $120 on games for said Steam Deck, even though I still own a great many more multitudes of games than that for on the Steam PC app.
Yes, this is a special report. A special correspondent, Alan Resnick, and I can hear you. So I'm here giving a special report. Something is wrong with my camera. Robbie spent, so according to the spreadsheet, and correct me if I'm wrong, Robbie spent $600 on a Steam Deck, which he thought was a Stream Deck, to make EGI2 a better program. He's currently launched a second program called Spreadsheet Program, which is, I don't know if he's using the Stream Deck on, but the $600 divided by the number of games he's got on Black Friday sale, and then I believe you'd want to add up all your current Steam library. I don't know if you need an expansion disc for your Steam Deck OLED, and I would love, just part of the special report is, news is Alan would love to see the Steam Deck, to play with it, to hold it in his hands, and also get maybe some of the money that Robbie's getting from all the subs and bits and bytes on his brand new Twitch channel, and I am very proud of him, and happy birthday, Robbie, back to you.
Back to you, Alan. Thank you so much for that special report. And we do have some follow-up questions for you, of course.
Of course.
So, Alan, as you know, one of the games that I did purchase on Steam many years ago was, of course, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Yeah, classic game.
And I do believe we do have a screenshot of the spreadsheet with the Skyrim highlight. There it is, Skyrim Special Edition for the Valve Steam Store and PC app.
So these two guys are,
if you could
like,
kind of,
this is all a gag, but they play it so
maybe you'll see that there is, in fact, a great deal. There's a great deal of information that you don't want to miss when you do look at the spreadsheet here on this EGI2 splash.
But some don't.
Hard to see that.
So as you can see right there,
Spider-Man.
I did spy Spider-Man. I spot Spider-Man Miles Morales last Christmas for Steam for PC, but unfortunately I have not had time to play that, because as soon as
Robbie, you should play that one. It's a big AAA video game with crazy great graphics. It would look really good on an OLED screen.
Well, so back to you, Alan, and of course I think that most people, and you will be one of these people that is included in this, is that Skyrim also looks absolutely fantastic on an OLED.
Oh, I believe you, Robbie. I believe all games would look better on an OLED, but I think a modern game with big shaders and ray tracing would really look great.
Well, Skyrim is one of those games that absolutely has not aged a single day in my estimation of it. And Skyrim is an expansive world. It's got lots of side quests, lots of activities. You could buy your house, you could buy your apartment, you can put all sorts of furnishings and things, and the game just keeps going and going and going. So I was so happy when I got my Steam Deck OLED to find out that I could run it on ultra settings natively on the Steam Deck without having to do any sort of special whiz-bang, overclocking, that kind of thing.
Running an old game on ultra settings, it makes sense that it would be pretty much an easy lift for a powerful machine like that. And they have a new game, that same company, they have a new game.
Yeah, of course, Starfield, and Starfield, of course, has made I would say a medium-sized splash on the games industry that has the splash has become a ripple, and the ripple is at that part of the ripple where it kind of hits against the wall of the pond, the beach, and then the sort of ripple rolls back towards the center of the water. From whence it came, I think it was either Chester A. Arthur or maybe it was the other one, the William Gladstone. Was it Gladstone, Alan?
Buckley? I'm not sure.
Gladstone, I believe it was, that said from whence it came, from the mind of man to the mind of God, and the matter in between it. I think that was Gladstone.
I don't know if that's accurate. But
So
I'm going to have to take your word.
But the point of of everything that I've been saying and all of these wonderful historically accurate quotes that I've been mentioning is the fact that when I purchased Skyrim, the original release of Skyrim with all the DLC, I think you'll find in the spreadsheet that it does say that I spent $50 in total, and that is $50 for the base game with all of the DLCs. So that's your Hearthstone, Dawnguard, and Dragonborn DLC. That's $50 total.
And how many hours have you put
and so
into it? That's the real part.
The real answer to that question is that I have put a total of 89 hours into that first release of Skyrim.
Okay, great.
And if you scroll down, if you use your mouse wheel to kind of scroll down, I don't know if your mouse wheel can control the spreadsheet the way that my mouse seems to be unable to do so. If you scroll,
mine is not working.
If you scroll down, you'll find that I also got the Skyrim Special Edition, which was a free upgrade if you owned the complete Skyrim on Steam when the Special Edition came out. Of course, if there is the Anniversary Edition that's out now that you do have to pay a little bit extra for.
It sounds like you spent quite a bit of money on Skyrim.
I only spent.
Bought it several.
Well, here's the rub, Alan, is that I spent $50 on it, but with the 89 hours that I spent playing the original one and the 31 hours that I'm currently putting into the Special Edition one, thanks to my Steam Deck OLED. And let me tell you something, that was the first game that I installed on the Steam Deck OLED, and that is the only game that I have been playing on the Steam Deck OLED because it is such an experience. It has not aged a day. So, Alan, let's go ahead and do the math. What is 31?
I love that they're doing math now. This is great.
And are you going to add?
That's 120. That's 120 hours, Alan. That's 120 total hours, and that means that for $50, that's pennies on the dollar. Exactly. Okay, so $50. 120 divided by 50 is, well,
Oh my God.
Is it you? Do you just divide the 50 by the 120 or the? Let's go ahead and let's Alan. Let's take a quick break from this. I want to go and hit the lines again and see if other people have anything to say about the how we're supposed to be counting these things for the 50. It's 120 hours, $50. I know that's less than 50 cents an hour.
50 cents.
This is the greatest.
I love the spreadsheet, but it is confusing. I'm just happy to have made a small appearance on the spreadsheet show.
Alan, I'm going to go ahead.
The comments are like, how is the spreadsheet going?
That's the number. So just.
Alan,
hello.
Hey, you're on the air with the spreadsheet.
Hi, hello.
Who are we speaking to this evening?
I used to go by Voldemort, and now I go by.
Oh my God, this guy.
Perling?
You can't even hear this guy.
Yes.
All right, and where are you calling from?
I am calling from sunny California.
The sunny side must be on the other side because I'm in California as well, and it is dark as can be.
Well, I suppose it is right now. Yeah.
So
that's true.
Let me ask you something, Perling, which is that we've got this thing going on where I've got 120 hours into Skyrim and I spent $50 on it in total, and I'm trying to remember exactly how I get the dollars per hour out of that 120. Do you divide the 120 by the 50 or the 50 by the 120?
So you spent $50, right?
Yes.
So it would be 50 divided by 120. That's dollars over hours or dollars per hour.
Exactly.
So if it's 50 by 120, that means that you spent about 42 cents an hour.
That's 42 cents an hour. That would absolutely 100% be less than $1 an hour per $1 per hour of gameplay. Wouldn't you agree there, Perlin?
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Go off to the side.
Absolutely.
Oh my God,
but the thing is, and this is the unfortunate situation that we have, is that I also bought Skyrim, and I think that we're going to go ahead and scroll to Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch, which I purchased for $30.
That's the best.
And if you, Perlin, can you see the spreadsheet right now?
Give me 1 second. Let me see. Yes, I can.
So you can see there that there's a $30 price check on the Nintendo. If you actually go, I'm going to scroll back because you see it for the, there was a reason behind me switching the hours and the dollars on the PC and Xbox tab versus the Nintendo Switch tab.
I don't think I have.
Right. So I have not spent any time playing the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch.
Hang on a second.
Okay. So if you add in the $30 that I spent on Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch versus the $50 I spent in total on the different versions of Skyrim. Well, not the different versions, since the anniversary edition was in fact a free upgrade. Not the anniversary edition, the special edition, right? So that's $80 for 120 hours of gameplay.
No, I have not seen that.
That would be 67 cents per hour.
That's 67%. That's 67. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I'm going to circle it. I'm going to show it to the camera because that, in fact, is still less than $1 per hour. So thank you so much for your call. Let's go ahead and knock you out. Also, wait, before I let you go, what games did you buy on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday extravaganza sales over the course of these holiday weeks that we've been having?
Oh man, I have a few games on my wish list that I've been trying to get. I've been wanting to get Hades for a while, so I'm thinking about getting that.
How much are you willing to spend on Hades versus how much are you willing to put into it once you have it?
Good question. I mean, I like playing roguelikes quite a bit. So it has a very high replay value. So honestly, I would probably say a good deal.
I'm on the site right now.
Like $15 maybe. Given the amount of
main frequency.
that I expect out of it, because from all the things that I heard, people have a lot of fun playing.
So what? $15 is $15 on a sale. You're asking for some kind of a sale, of course.
Yeah.
So what does it cost without the sale? $24.99, $29.99.
Hold on.
How much was Bastion when it came out? How much was the other one?
It's about
$24.99. So you're looking for $10 discount on a game that you probably spend a good 30 or 40 hours on, based on the type of game it is.
Speaking of, there's actually a discount going on right now for $12.50.
$12.50. Good God! This is the time. If you're on air and you're willing to purchase Hades live on air on the spreadsheet right now, that would be a historical first. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and say $12.50. Let's round it up to 13 because we always round up on the spreadsheet. 13 divided by 30, 40. That's.
There it is.
Let's say 35 hours. 13.
Yeah, that's all right.
Let's make sure we can see this. We're all seeing this.
35.
Yes. Okay, great. Can we get
divide the
split?
13 of the 35?
We got a little tiny one. Hang on a sec. No. I gotta get the right.
And 35.
There, we'll do that for now. That's hilarious.
35,
okay.
That would be about 37 cents.
37 cents an hour.
So there's a
go ahead and show that to the camera. That's 37
for
67. That's what I would call a spreadsheet when parlaying. So go ahead and make the purchase if you want. If you want to hold off and maybe you get it for $4.99, $7.50 next year, then also that is totally fine. But I'm going to go ahead and disconnect you and get another call going. Thank you so much for your call. Back to you, Perling. Who's on it? Who's on the spreadsheet now?
Okay.
Thank you so much for your call.
Game.
Who were we talking to tonight here on the spreadsheet? This is the emergency broadcast of the spreadsheet. A sort of a branching off, a kind of a side story, or I think it's a guide. Is it guide-in?
Okay.
Of EGI2.
Very cool. Does it only have one set of shoulder buttons? We'll see.
Hi, Kat. Where are you calling from?
D-pad. There you go. Not a thumbstick. All right. So this is good for a bunch of retro gaming classics, is my guess.
City, upstate New York, somewhere in the middle.
4-inch IPS touchscreen. Okay.
Ithaca, beautiful city, absolutely beautiful city. Alan, what do you think about Ithaca? Alan is not unfortunately unable to join us in the way that he was joining us before. But what's going on in Ithaca during these wonderful cold holiday seasons?
Okay. So what games can you play on here? I wonder.
It's been raining, but other than that, it's nice.
So you're kind of cozy. You're holed up there in Ithaca. You're thinking about maybe purchasing some games for yourself.
Interesting.
I am. I did actually buy some games just last weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, let's hear it. What did you buy? How much of a discount did you get, and how many hours have you put into what you have?
I don't know what that would be.
Half-Life 1
We'll see.
and Half-Life 2, even though I've played both of those games before, but I didn't own them. But I bought them on Steam for under $2.
This music is hilarious.
That's two.
And then I also bought
both games for
1 gigabyte.
Both games for under $2 or under $2 for the whole Half-Life Opus. Is it an Opus?
Under $2 for both
so
games.
Power, volume, of
99
course.
cents
F
for each
is
one.
for.
Now I spent I didn't have the spreadsheet back when the Orange Box came out and back when Half-Life came
game, so maybe
out on PC. But I can promise you that I paid full price on the PC, which was around $50 at the time. That was down back in 2007, 2006 or 2005, 2004. Doesn't matter. $50, and then the Orange Box came out. I bought that.
That's the funny thing. I'm not.
Day it came out for $60.
I have a couple of emulators.
And I didn't have. I don't know how much time I put into those things, but I know I finished that game several times.
I'll take a look at this later.
Maybe when I get off the spreadsheet tonight, I'm going to go
back
to the Steam Deck OLED and download Half-Life 2 once again.
I think that's a good idea. I've been replaying Half-Life 1.
Yeah, that's excellent. Thank you for that.
So you're playing the original Half-Life 1, not the Black Mesa remaster?
No, the original.
Is there a reason why you were not going with Black Mesa?
Not really, except that the original was the one that was on sale for 99 cents.
Very good. That's a great answer. How many hours do you think you've put into it? Do you have your Steam app open?
Oh.
Hey, Nerdy Bear.
I can open it really quick. Hold on.
And while you're opening it, why don't you explain the reasoning behind Pathologic 2?
Oh my God, this is so funny.
A little bit of the first
I think these callers are all plants, of course.
It, even though it's very confusing to me.
So they're friends or they're actors or whatever, but he's asking
the
this
Pathologic
question.
games are a real interesting couple of games.
This is crazy.
I kind of put them in the same category of sci-fi, fantasy, slight horror as something like the Dark Tower books by Mr. Stephen King.
Hello, Uncanny Ori.
Yeah, I've not read those books, but I did definitely like Pathologic. I was very confused about how to buy things in that game.
Right.
But I liked how everything looked.
And the Pathologic 2, of course, keeps a very stylized look at that those games. The first game, of course, had, while also kind of upping the polygon count, resolution, what have you.
Yeah, I have not started Pathologic 2 yet, but I'm very excited about those extra polygons. Also, I've played Half-Life 1 for 42 hours.
Oh my God. We're back out. I love these various or miscellaneous cutaways that they've screwed up.
Yeah, Half-Life 1 for 4. Oh, God Almighty! We have a tier 1. We have some subs going on in the chat. Are you able to look at the chat where you are up there in Ithaca, New York?
I can look at the chat. Oh yeah, there are subs.
Okay, that's. I don't know if you know any of these people, Kat, but it's always wonderful to have a show begin in an emergency type situation with all of the issues that comes from launching a new program with very little time to prepare, and still people are holding on to are still here supporting us and supporting EGI2 and now the spreadsheet, which I think we can safely say is going to become a regular show on the EGI_2 channel on twitch.tv.
The whole show is supposed to be about showing up the spreadsheet, and they are likely not going to get to it. That's how everyone works. That's why I love this show so much.
What was the last video game that you played before you purchased these Half-Life 2 and the Pathologic 2?
Before that, it was... Oh, I've been playing the Rusty Lake games, which are like mobile games.
And as a Ithaca, as an upstate New Yorker person, I'm sure those Rusty Lake games have a special place in your heart, considering the aesthetics and the landscape of the Rusty Lake environments.
Yes, and I also love Twin Peaks, and I love that those games are a little bit based on Twin Peaks.
I think I gotta say my hackles get a little raised at all the Twin Peaks references, but
You don't like music
LHT?
too much?
I think that people
This
say
is-
Twin Peaks too much, don't you?
This is freaking hilarious.
Well, it's hard for me
This
to
is
say
a show
because
on
I really
Twitch.
like them.
It's
I mean,
called
absolutely.
EGI2.
There's no
It used to
issue.
be called
You'll find no
Electronic Game
issue here in the
Information.
spreadsheet with the Twin Peaks
But then
series of television shows and
The
film.
story is that
But
Electronic Game
I
Information
will
got,
say that Rusty Lake, of course, appeals to me
is
in a different
owned
kind
by
of way.
Adult Swim. So they had to do this spin-off
If I
show.
can kind of take
Now,
a
I'm not
moment
sure
of
if you can hear me or
here.
not, but the idea is that these guys had a game show that was terrible on Adult Swim. It was an Adult Swim show. It's freaking hilarious. But now they are on Twitch trying to
Well,
reboot
thank you so
it,
much for your
but
call,
they
Kat.
don't have the rights
I'm going to go ahead
to
and
EGI.
let you go because I do believe that we do have Alan Resnick on the phone
Oh my
waiting
God.
to
This
get
is
in.
like the best part
so
of
thank
it.
you for your
Alan
call.
Resnick.
Good luck with the weather. Good
I'm
luck
gonna
with
put this in the chat
Ithaca
for,
environments. And
TikTok. I
don't
want you
get
to-
too scared
this
by
is
playing
crazy.
that pathological. That stuff will mess with your head.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind.
Thank you, Kat, and talk to you again some point in the future, hopefully.
Thank you so much, LHT. This is so great. This is just a cavalcade of errors
Alan, is
by
that you?
design. It's on purpose, but it's
No.
it's like
sorry.
Tim and
That's all
Eric.
right. Who are you and where are you calling? Who are you? Where are you calling from? Back to you,
It's like
Alan.
on cinema, at the cinema, or Tim and Eric. It is
back
so
to
over the top.
you,
It's
Robbie?
crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
What's the scoop? What's the
These-
rumpus? Where are you? What are you playing?
I'm calling from Connecticut.
Whereabouts in
And I'm
Connecticut?
playing- I'm kind of near Yukon, old town called Wellington.
Are you how
Not very
how
much
close
going
are you
on
to
here.
the Metro North there?
I'm honestly not sure. But anyway,
Yukon?
I've been playing.
Are you? Is it on the west? Is that the west side?
No, more the east side of the state. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in the hills?
So the joke
No,
here is that Alan is
coastal?
the tech
Really?
guy behind this. Alan loves
like,
Robbie.
sort of the
Robbie is who we're looking at right now.
Eastern,
Alan
central,
loves
eastern
Robbie.
part of it, I
Robbie
guess.
is
Central
a
and
jerk.
eastern,
Robbie is
so
a
kind of closer
narcissistic.
to.
How do I say this?
What's the biggest city that you're close to?
He thinks he's all that.
Well, it's
And
not
Alan
a
just
city,
loves
but
him.
you know, University of
But
Connecticut.
Alan is,
I guess,
as I said, he's the tech guy
around
behind.
here.
He's trying to get
That's
this to
all.
go. They're both
Absolutely.
trying
So you're a
to
big
build their
basketball
own
fan.
personal brands at this point, like this series, the way this is
Not
going.
particularly. I've just lived
But
here. my-
you don't
most
even
of
need
my
to
life.
get into it. You
Yeah,
just
me
need to
neither.
see-
Okay, what have you
So right
what have you been
now,
playing? What have you been buying? What have you
Alan's
been
supposed to be
buying?
here, but he can't connect.
So I just bought
he can't
Ace
connect
Combat
in. So
Zero
now he's leaving
for
Robbie
PS2.
to have to
Another
answer and
PlayStation
just
2
try to
player.
fill the
This is
space
a
with
very
these-
this is a very
these
very
calls.
fascinating study in what people are actually playing right now. Ace Combat 2.
And the
Why did you
running
pick it
joke
up?
is that there's a spreadsheet like of the greatest
Well, I played
games
Ace
that was
Combat
lost
7
between
last year. It was
the
my
Adult
first
Swim
Ace
show
Combat
and this
game.
show, and he's supposed to be
Um,
showing it. That's
and
what's
was
supposed to be
blown away
happening in
by
the
it.
show.
So I played through
It's a
basically
big
the
build
entire
up to they would
series,
show the spreadsheet, they found it,
and
or they
I'd never played
recreated it,
another
and it's supposed to be shown tonight.
aerial
They cannot
jet combat
get
game. And
like Alan
yeah,
on here.
Are you going to go
And
back
they're
to
always
all the way back
struggling
to
to
the
get the
original? You're going to go back to Air Combat and Ace Combat.
And you'll see
on the
it'll
original
break away.
PlayStation.
Every so often it will break away to a
Unfortunately, I'm not
like
able
an
to play
in-between
the
or a bumper or
arcade
something.
one.
The show is
That
just a
was, like,
freaking nightmare, but it's
where the series
hilarious
all
to
began,
watch.
But
Do you have some
I
sort of
did the-
are you
the first two.
are you doing any sort of emulation? Of course.
Yeah, for the first two, it was kind of just, those games they're like 2-hour games, so I kind of figured
We cut over
it
to
was
Robin,
sort
who's
of the
not even
best,
there. There's nobody
you know,
there.
going by your spreadsheet, I think no matter what price I got them
And it's
at,
like out of
being
frame.
about 2
On
hours
one
long,
side, they got in the background, they've got the
kind of
freaking
more worth it just to go that route.
the spreadsheet is
Of
behind
course.
Robbie.
And
now, look
now
at
are
this
you when
lover
you're
still of
interested in
Alan.
flight
It
combat
is
stuff? Are you
a
playing any? Are you
glorious
planning
train
on
wreck.
looking for any of the other sort of modern-ish flight combat games when you finish up
Oh, I
with
love
this Ace
this show so
Combat
much.
kick that you're on right now?
Yeah, I've heard about, I think it's called Project Wingman. I believe that's on Steam.
And I'm
Yeah,
trying to
seems
introduce
pretty
this to as
interesting.
many
I'll
people as
check
possible
that
because
out.
they're
Are you
not
interested
on
in
TikTok.
any
I've
of
been
the
trying to
space
get them to
combat
go to TikTok, but I think
I've heard
this is just an exercise for them.
Wing Commander is one of those, right?
This is like
Wing
street.
Commander,
This is almost like
absolutely.
street.
It's a bit of a
It's-
it's a bit more of a throwback.
It
to
is
maybe
very
your
much in the
age compare.
trenches.
It's a bit more. Let me try to say that
Hang on a
again.
sec. How many people are on this? Let me see how many people are in. on Twitch because there's not going
It's
to
a
be many.
bit more of a throwback than maybe it's an old game. Of course, it's an old game, but it's a great game, and especially if you enjoy the story portions of said games.
There are 140 people here.
Yeah,
that is
I'm
it.
definitely curious about them. I've always
Go load a train. I hope that's
up, and I definitely
that's
be willing to
Toad
give them a
Bales.
try.
Well, someone in the chat just mentioned
Good luck.
what basically just read my mind, which I was going to say, if you're going to go ahead and dust off the old PlayStation, might as well get into some of the Colony Wars games.
Oh, Colony Wars!
Okay.
You just did it.
And are you also a Steam gamer?
Here and there. My laptop is not the best for stuff like that. But it's a little finicky, but I've been able to get some stuff going on there.
You're talking about a PC laptop?
Yeah.
What kind of card you got in there, son?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm more of a console guy, so I'm not 100% sure.
Right on. I'm right there with you. Well, I was gonna go ahead and recommend, if you don't want to mess with the PC stuff, I was gonna recommend you a game called Chorus. But if you're still, what iteration of console are you on at this point?
This is
what's your high bar?
Yeah, I have a PS5.
You have a PS5, so you would have no problem running. Yeah. You should check out Starlink if you can.
Okay.
Of course,
Alan can't get in. He's in the chat saying, "Help
me."
Did you hear that? I can speak for YouTube. I really am the only one watching your channel. Well, it makes me feel. Yes, I am
Starlink,
happy about
Battle
that.
for Atlas.
I had a meeting today with my agency. And so
that's a space combat game. Of course, it's inspired by the Star Fox series, but I think it does a little bit more to kind of modernize that type of gameplay, even more so than I think than the step between, say, Star Fox 64 and Colony Wars, which is
special here.
They did come out around the same generation, but I would say that Colony Wars has aged maybe perhaps a little bit better than Star Fox games. But you can go ahead and check out Starlink if you feel like that is the type of game that you're going for after you finish your Ace Combat. One more thing I'll ask is that Ace Combat, Starlink, Chorus, all these games make me think about the mech combat games. Are you interested in any of those?
I mean, I played Armored Core 6 this year, and I played a couple of the older ones before that. So it was, the sort of similar series in some ways. So
Station.
I had a lot of fun with those too.
Well, then I don't have anything else to say to you. I think you're on the right path. But I want to ask one last question, which is, of course, how much did you pay for Ace Combat 2?
Good Lord, this
it
is
was
the
actually
craziest
Ace Combat
Zero
on PS2. The thing about it is that I paid $15 for it.
Starting his own
on
stream.
eBay.
You can see it in the sidebar here, but it's like you can't even
when
read
I came here,
This is the greatest thing.
Is Ace Combat 3 on PlayStation 1?
It is the greatest. It's like a.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
But if you know anything about that game, it's sort of like the US version is a little bit
go through this exact thing for the last 2 weeks.
But I got
this is a show that is kind of parodying that.
Emulation.
So that's why I get people to see
what are
this,
you using to
it's
emulate
absolutely
these damn things?
super meta and super brilliant.
It was Duck Station.
Duck Station. So you're not using one of the handhelds?
No.
I would. This is a breaking news. There's supposed to be a breaking news graphic.
We got
breaking news. EGI. This is the first EGI2. Great. So it's okay. I'm trying to page through the stream deck. Do you got a stream deck at home there, son?
I do not. No.
Well, you can set up pages. So I set up all these pages, and I don't know if you can see. There's.
This is so ridiculous. This show is absolutely
with
crazy.
Different pages.
There's only 140 people
There's supposed to be a whole series of buttons here with pop-up graphics, but they've all gone.
Okay, I think I saw that.
Well, I was going to recommend that you go ahead and get yourself a retro handheld to play some of these old PlayStation games on. You don't have to worry about finicky PCs or even hacking into consoles if you wanted to go ahead and just get a $60 or $70 handheld Retroid Pocket 3 or whatever. Thank you for your call. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. Then we will come back to you with more news and more emergency broadcast for the spreadsheet. We will return very soon.
So now they're doing a break. Okay. Wow. So again, okay, so now can you hear me? How's that? Sonic, you should be able to hear me now because what I've done is I'm hoping I'm normal sounding. If not, then that's a bigger problem. I need your volume increased. So let's do this. Let's go video, audio. I've got echo cancellation off, stereo input, high resolution audio, auto gain control. So I think that's what's limiting me is the auto gain. So I might be able to take auto gain off. I just don't know. Let me know if you can hear me at this point. I am doing a test for YouTube because right now I know that I could be heard on Twitter because I actually just listen to myself on Twitter. And I know I can listen to myself on TikTok because I've got my crew over there. But if I can't be heard on YouTube, that's pretty egregious. Now someone's trying to call in. This is so great. So they're on a break. And I think Alan's trying to call in. This show is so good. So Real Sonic, can you hear me now? Like once the volume from the other show goes down, can you hear me at all? This is so good. I'm going to hide that for a second. And we're back. I have to go potty, tell Robbie. Oh my God, his camera came on and he has to go to the bathroom. Okay.
And of course, we are back.
So what's the best part about this is that you can see how screwed up this is. They went on a break. Alan was trying to call. As soon as they went on break, Alan was trying to call in. And then as they got the camera working for Alan, and Alan's then like, I got to go to the bathroom in the chat. So it's like they can't ever get a show together that is cohesive. They're always having these tech problems. Which is, again, what you've been dealing with me for the longest time. So now he's trying to chime in again. Let's see how this works. Yachts Will, hello. I'm trying to get, this is Electronic Game Information 2. If you have not seen them, this is a parody. It's made by the same guys who did kind of like Too Many Cooks on Adult Swim. It's, what is it called? Unedited footage of a bear, and This House Has People in It. These are the guys behind like super viral stuff. And you're seeing something that's only being viewed right now by like 140 people. Let me see how many people are there now. Hang on. 136. So very few people are watching this. This is a treat. This is you're going to love, again, if you're into the On Cinema, At the Cinema, or Tim and Eric, or what's the other, like a bunch of these like super out there shows, this is right up your alley. Hang on.
Gold points when I purchased Dragon Dogma on the Nintendo Switch to knock a few.
Not sure if you can hear it, but
of Dragon's Dogma on the Nintendo Switch. You see that I spent about 4 hours playing Dragon's Dogma, and then you would say to yourself, "Well, 4 hours for wait, it's 11 said 4 hours, $11. So that's about 70 somewhere around 70 cents a minute for Dragon's Dogma. You think, well, that's, or no, it's $1.70. 4, 2.
Let's see if you can hear this now. Hang on.
Plus,
this is absolutely brilliant. Again, if this is your style of humor,
and see what people are saying.
These people know me way too well.
And if people are still,
I'm here.
Hang it. There it is. Okay, so.
I do.
Go ahead. You're on the spreadsheet.
Come on, you can do it.
Rob,
faith in
me.
Oh my God, it's Robbie. Hi, Robbie.
Where are you calling from? Who are you?
Hi, this is
Jan Redmond from upstate New York. I'm kind of between Saratoga and Vermont.
Absolutely love to hear
I
it.
am definitely
Saratoga
quiet.
is, of course, the land of 1,000 lakes.
Benny, yeah, a lot of horses, a lot of gambling, a lot of kind of a den of. Never mind.
No,
never mind that.
It's the Finger Lakes and 1,000 Islands.
Thousand Island dressing. We didn't have that at the sandwich shop where I work, but a lot of old people asked for it.
Great. Well, what are you playing? What are you buying? How much did you spend, and how much are you playing?
Well, I bought a Avalanche run for about $300, and I bought a special cranker for about $100.
Special.
And I've got a transmitter in the mail for about $170. Those are effects pedals.
I was going to say, this sounds like you're kind of a synthesizer kind of situation going on. You're saying it's.
I'm not very good yet, but I'm hoping that they'll make it more fun to practice, more fun to play, and that'll get more practice in.
So you're from upstate New York.
That's right.
What's the scene up there these days?
It's a cold, dark land. The Tri-City.
Tri-City.
It's pretty good.
Tri-City,
okay.
Syracuse, Saratoga, and not Rochester.
There's Greenwich. There's a lot of trees. There's mountains. There's Cat Mountain.
So we're on a video game podcast with two super with Robbie, who is a super niche game expert from the late 90s, early 2000s. He's supposed to be super in tune with cutting edge stuff, but it's 20-year-old cutting edge stuff. And now they can't get their tech stuff working. So now they're talking to a musician from New York on Twitch. They don't even talk about games. They're not even able to get anything off the ground. That's the brilliance. That dancing reindeer is all up in our business. And it's just not, again, perfect. That fits the mood of this show so well. These out-of-the-box effects that they use, the cutaways that they use are so good. And again, it's these people are in this AV kind of, digital editing world. So they're the level of polish on how bad this is impressive. It's it takes a lot of work for these guys to make this thing look this bad. That's what's so great about it.
Yes. People don't know about that, but it is there.
I have the same. Whenever I'm on the bus or the train and I'm heading to someplace somewhere in the city, I look around and I say, I wonder if any of these people know how much time I spend on the spreadsheet. And maybe you probably think the same thing about when you're on your commute and do you listen to your own music on the commute, or do you just keep that? Is that just one type of play for one type of space?
I've recorded 2 short songs, and one of them is a minute long, and I did like it, and one of them is about 30 seconds long, and it gets worse every time I listen to it. But I've been listening to a lot of My Bloody Valentine on the commute to work. I really like the shoegaze music. That's some good stuff.
You were My Bloody Valentine fan here on the spreadsheet. Do you also...
Now they're talking about My Bloody Valentine. This is absolutely preposterous. Alan is nowhere to be seen. He's not even in the chat anymore. This is getting out of control.
And I actually pulled up my Steam, my most played.
Oh, Alan just. And as soon as I say that, Alan just popped up in the chat. He's like, "Can you hear me?" This is ridiculous.
Good deals. So, Tabletop Simulator, and I'm going to omit some because I think they're just ones that I left open. And Tabletop Simulator is one of those. I did leave it open for a long time, but I think that's great value. I played that for 562.8 hours. And
562. Full price. Do you pay for Tabletop Simulator, or you just pay for the DLC?
I didn't pay for any DLC at all.
Well, I mean, because Tabletop Simulator is kind of like a software for playing other board games, right?
Yes. I only used the workshop, but I did.
Oh, you only used
I did buy a 4-pack, and I think I bought 2 more for 2 other friends. So that will have taken it up. Oh, geez, I'm outing myself as a big spender here.
Oh no, go ahead. I want to hear all these numbers, because we're gonna go ahead and see where if you're anywhere closer to just with Tabletop Simulator, because let's go ahead and just say Tabletop Simulator is almost like a system unto itself. So let's go ahead and hear about. So you bought Tabletop Simulator for full price. What is that? $19.99?
Yeah, that's $19.99.
Okay,
we can round that up.
Round that to 20.
Round that up to $20.
You got a 4-pack of some kind.
4-pack, and that was $60 rounded up. And then I got 2 more for 2 other friends.
So they're talking about Tabletop Simulator, and he's like writing it down. Oh my God. We are an hour and 15 minutes into this stream, and they have not been on the stream together for more than like 2 minutes, and they couldn't even hear each other then. So this is preposterous. We are like more than halfway through this stream, and they have not talked about games, they've not talked about the spreadsheet, and they have not even talked to each other. Oh my God, this is so great. And they're taking calls about dumb things, and the calls aren't even real. The calls are from other, like, as I said, I think these calls are all staged. Because if you call that number, I tried it on the first call, and I think it takes you to like a disconnected Google Voice number from like Washington, D.C. They're both in Los Angeles.
It's true, and that's kind of intangible. That's difficult to figure out.
But I mean, are you going to the bathroom? Are you going to make a meal? You're saying that you're doing some cubes? You're doing something with cubes?
Probably going to the bathroom. Probably making a meal, some instant noodles.
I mean, let's just cut 150 hours out of that. Just I mean, how long have you owned this game?
I've owned it since. It doesn't say. A couple of years.
A couple of years. Okay. So you play, say every few days, probably, just based on what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I mean, not anymore.
Okay, here comes the math. All right, so it's 365 days in a year. You say let's just say straight out 3 years. But we're not going to say that you've been playing at 910. Now this one I can do. So 365, 9, 18.
Like, there's nobody here. Like, Alan is gone.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there together.
So that's 1,095 days in 3 years. So let's go ahead and divide that by 3. That's 365.
Okay.
Of course. Not looking good. All right, so that 365. If you're playing that 1 hour a day, 365.
Toxic. How far down are we? Hello, Arthur. Welcome aboard.
Slash off.
So, Arthur, if you're still here, we are watching EGI2, which is not Electronic Game Information 2 because they don't have the rights for it. These two guys, Robbie,
guess what? If you divide,
and I think it's.
Wait.
I don't remember Robbie's last name. Robbie and a guy named Alan. Alan is not anywhere to be seen. He has been MIA for like an hour at this point. This show is a spoof, like a Twitch stream spoof by two like kind of old legacy gamers, but actually one old legacy gamer and one fanboy. But their technical acumen is terrible. Hello, Jeff. Welcome aboard. I'm just trying to get people introduced to EGI. Again, not affiliated with Electronic Game Information. These guys both work for Adult Swim. Now, here's what's crazy about this. Hello, Tithe Wait.
Show it to your friends, show it to your parents,
T-
and say,
Tith
you know
the
what
man. So here's the thing. These guys
making my own money by playing table
are on Adult Swim. So they have shows out there like unedited footage of a bear and This House Has People in It. These are these guys. There are only 100, I can guarantee you. Hang on a sec. Let's see how many people are watching this. This is a live stream. There are 130 people in this stream right now. These guys are like on the cinema, at the cinema, Tim Heidecker and Tim and Eric. Awesome show. This is just super postmodern, obtuse satire. And I can see so I'm streaming this on other platforms to get people aware of this because nobody knows these guys exist. This is a gem of a show. If you have Twitch, you can check them out at EGI2. But the idea is for this show, they're supposed to be showing a spreadsheet of like the greatest games because when they lost, they were on Adult Swim with electronic game information. Adult Swim did not renew the show. This is the story. Who knows what the reality is? So now they started up this other show called EGI2, which is not affiliated with EGI1, but Adult Swim is not sharing any of the information from the first show. So they have this spreadsheet that was compiled on the first show that was like the greatest games, all of the games that Robbie's played, whatever. So they lost it. So now they were trying to recreate the list. I think over the last 2 episodes, they wound up rebuilding, reconstructing, or finding the list, and they were supposed to show the spreadsheet on the show. You can see the spreadsheet behind him, the little piece of paper. But yeah, they're talking about the spreadsheet, but they're never going to show it. Alan and Robbie have been on the stream maybe 2 minutes together, and they're going to get in a fight. They always do. They always do. And Robbie is going to start sweating. The guy who's on here right now is Robbie. He gets very stressed out. The whole idea behind this is just these guys are terrible for each other, just like on Cinema at the Cinema. And I highly recommend it. In fact, now that I'm saying this, I want to reach out to somebody who does. I got to share this with somebody. Hang on.
Expansions and extra characters and what, I guess themes. Is it themes, would you call them?
The DLCs, the different survivors and killers as they come out. Yeah, I try.
The stream is
How many,
quiet for no
much would
reason.
you
I
say
cannot
you
figure
spent
out why.
in total on Dead by Daylight. I hear that you can see that. Can Robbie hear Perlane? Is Perlane with us?
This show is absolutely bananas.
There's some of the DLCs you can buy with they're called iridescent shards, which you earn throughout the game.
Is that kind of like?
Where are you, Admiral Gorg?
Sort of. Yeah, you just earn them by playing the game and just getting achievements and whatnot. But
is it sort of like a Warframe or something like that? Like the more you play, the more you get.
Exactly. Yeah. It's one of the premium currencies. It's a little bit harder to get than blood.
So
okay.
I don't, that basically counts as a kind of reward system, a kind of a currency, sort of like Nintendo Gold points, I think. So I don't ever count those towards the total cost. I used to count them towards the total cost of the game, but then I realized, I do round up on all these other things, so I would be kind of shooting myself in the foot.
I wish I could write to Admiral Gorg. That's what I'm trying to do. He's a. There we go. I found him.
I think when you see iridescent shards, I kind of think of those ice spells in Skyrim. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
It's kind of sometimes they'll just stick out for a really long time, even after the corpses lied on the ground for a very long time.
I think so. I think all the
Okay.
Still an organic matter that's something beyond our comprehension.
So how much? Let's talk hard cash here. How much do you think you've spent in total on this Dead by Daylight. And
Hello, Sunset.
Games like this are almost like a system unto themselves, similar to what
Again, we're watching EGI2, which is a spoof of what my fans have been going through. My viewers have been going through for the last 2 weeks. It is somebody who cannot get their stream set up. They have been streaming for almost an hour and a half and have not been able to get to the point of this show. It's on Twitch. It's called EGI2. They're ex-Adult Swim hosts. They're freaking hilarious. So if you want to watch this on Twitch, please do. Please give them a subscribe. Check them out. They're hilarious. But this is all spoof, but they really commit to the bit. So if you like, again, on cinema, at the cinema, if you like Tim and Eric type humor, this is spot on. This is right up your alley.
Nothing embarrassing like that. You're playing. You're getting a lot out of it. You're spending. You're still in the. That's $130 for a full suite of games and game and content. I think is pretty not bad. You know, if you had purchased, say, I don't know, let's just say Skyrim for the and the season pass at the same time, you'd be spending about $90 back in 2011, and you round that up with these prices today got above maybe $105. So you're in. What I'm trying to say is that you're somewhere in the safe zone, Caleb.
No, I definitely I would actually say I'm pretty safe, especially for the amount of time that I put into this game. Dear God, I put in, let's see, 1,135 hours.
Now, I want you to be 100% truthful with me about that
1,135.2 hours.
Good. I would round down to 135. All right. So, how much of that? That's just pure gameplay. You're telling me that's not just like you getting up and leaving the game open, walking away, using the restroom, go ahead and cooking the meal, making your Magic the Gathering cubes. That was someone was talking about that earlier. Was that the guy from upstate New York with the musician?
I'm almost done here.
I believe so.
I mean, that's a fantastic set of numbers there, Caleb.
Yes, I don't spend much time with the game open, just stalling in the background.
You can't, can you? Because it just shunts you right into the game. These types of
it does.
What do you call them? Asymmetrical.
Yes, it is an asymmetrical. It's a 1v4.
So in the these numbers don't. I'm looking at the number right here, and it doesn't. I'm looking at the number. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
What doesn't make any sense?
Is it? Are you spending? Can someone in the chat maybe do the 1,130? I'm gonna go ahead and we gotta knock some hours off of there, son.
I will say, I wanted to mention that there used to be. Now I've been playing this game for, I want to say, 3.5 years. This game time used to be.
Give me a second. I gotta get this copied. I gotta get the Twitch page copied.
You would be waiting, I would say, and I primarily play killers.
That's the question, right? Why is he wearing it? Why is he doing any of this? Hey, Pens fan, sorry.
Well, as long as you're.
We are 3 active. Oh my God, I haven't been paying attention.
As long as
why
you
is
got
it?
The game open,
Dude, this.
Fiddling around.
Hang on a second, Matt. This is, if you're still watching, this is beyond hilarious. These guys. This is. Oh my God. Is it Reggie? What now? I can't even think of his name. I'm drawing a blank. Alan Resnick and Robbie. Good Lord. These guys used to be on Adult Swim with Electronic Game Information. They had a show called Electronic Gaming Information. And it was on Adult Swim, and it was not viewed by many people. Hello, grilled cheese. So it wasn't viewed by many people. So it was a gem when it was on Adult Swim. Then Adult Swim apparently canceled the show. Basically said, we're not going to renew. But then these guys tried to restart it, and Adult Swim, again, this is the story. Adult Swim's like, well, you don't own the rights to your show. So now they started up EGI2. EGI2 does not stand for Electronic Gaming Information because for legal reasons. So they're just calling the show EGI2. They're supposed to be talking about games, but they lost all of their like spreadsheets, all of the information they had about games, all of their magazines, all of their stuff. Adult Swim has. They have no access to it. So what they've been trying to do over the last 3 or 4 live streams top. This would be like at maximum 4. I think this is number 3, but they've been trying to recreate the spreadsheet, or I think they found one of the spreadsheets from the Adult Swim show. So they're supposed to be showing it. This has gone on for an hour and a half, this show. Alan Resnick has had nothing but communication problems. He cannot join this show. These are 2 gamers, by the way. 2 very, they were on Adult Swim. They're very tech savvy. And Alan Resnick cannot join the stream. So they have nothing but technical difficulties. They keep getting interrupted by the bumpers or the stuff that they were trying to make look fancy that keeps interrupting the show. Their cameras don't work. They're everything is falling apart. But they've only talked for 2 minutes on this show. So I'm expecting now, we're an hour and a half into this, that that Alan will pop in the last minute and the show will end. The joke behind this is this. They want to talk about games. They want to be super hardcore. They never talk about games at any length. They just talk about super high level, what games are better than other games, but they never dig into it. They never have any real discourse. It's just over. And again, the headlamp is hilarious too, because it's supposed to be extreme or whatever. I have no idea why he's wearing the headlamp. Oh, and here's the spreadsheet. Here's the spreadsheet. And now, you'll hear a phone button press and it will move the spreadsheet all over the place. This is like a cavalcade of errors. I absolutely love this.
You gotta say, it's a classic city.
I want to talk about that.
Oh my God! And they cut away to that. That's what I'm talking about.
Pathologic 2. Now I'm gonna go ahead and Pathologic 2 is one of those games that I've probably watched reviews of probably 5 or 6 times over the last couple of years. I own it. I know I do. But I also know that I have never gone around to playing it. So what's your interest in the Pathologic 2 series?
The writing is off the chain, and to be honest, I think it's up your alley. The gameplay is brutal. The game is mean to you. In ways that I find interesting.
Now, I always think of what Pathologic and Deadly Premonition, I feel like I always lump in the same kind of category of games. Is it janky in the same way as the Deadly Premonition series?
Oh yeah, it's quite janky. And I want to complain about some jank.
These...
Complaint. I bought it on PlayStation 4. I paid maybe $5 for it.
All right.
Probably played it for 10 to 15 hours.
Wow. Absolutely fantastic. That's a great start.
Good ratio.
Yeah.
The game warns you on the loading screen, save frequently. This is a deadly and fucked up place. You should save a lot. And I listened to it. I saved all the time. And at one point, I think I'm probably 2/3 of the way through the game, it says, hey, you saved 100 save files. I can't save anymore.
What?
So I go into my save files.
And I think all of these callers, hang on a sec. These callers are all fake as well. I think they're all plants. So everybody who's calling in is either talking about their own thing, talking about something super out there, but they aren't real. And if you call the number that's up there, you're going to get an old Google Voice line that doesn't connect to anything. That's in actually DC. So I'm super excited. I have 4 viewers right now.
But I don't even have it. I've gotten rid of everything currently except for Steam Deck, my PC, and the Nintendo Switch. So I know that if I do own Pathologic 2, which I'm pretty sure I do somewhere, it's not on the PlayStation or the Xbox.
I gotta bet it works better on Steam than on the console.
Now let me tell you, you told me a harrowing story. I'm gonna tell you a harrowing story, which is that there is a web browser game called Guess That Game. Are you familiar?
I don't know Guess That Game.
Yeah, you know Guess That Game?
No.
Oh, if you go to guessthatgame.com, you will find a daily screenshot that you have 6 chances to guess where the game is from. And it's almost like a kind of a like Wordle, but with screenshots instead of vocabulary or word or just memory. I mean, it is memory. Sure. So it's just using your gaming memory, and it's a fantastically addictive browser-based game. And I must have played it. I played it for about 3 weeks straight. And this is because of a friend of mine who teaches at my old high school in Tallahassee, Florida. She told me that I would like it because her kids have been playing it. So I went ahead and opened it up, and 3 weeks later, I had maybe out of the 400 games posted, I had guessed maybe half of them, and most of that half of them I've guessed on the first or second try.
There you go.
So fast forward to 3.5 weeks into learning about Guess That Game. Guess the Game. Guess That Game? Doesn't matter. If you look it up, you'll find it. If you Guess That Game or Guess That Game, you'll find it. And I was there at the time, and maybe they've changed this because this does seem like a pretty bad oversight, that you can't make an account on the website. See where I'm about to get at?
Yeah, there we go. All right, done. I did it.
And to go back and to play it.
All right, now I'm going to go back to Twitch.
Answer all of them again just feels almost like
you have so much of it in your brain already.
Well, but how many games did I guess on the second or third?
I believe in Alan. If anybody believes,
because I'd already gone through the whole guess the game, guess that game. Live.
You'd have a dishonest record.
I would have a dishonest record.
That's a shame.
It's a tough one, and when you talked about losing your pathologic process, all I could think about was guess the game, guess that.
Well, hey, yeah, it happens to all of us, and that's nice to know that it's happening to everyone.
Well, so you're in Chicago. It's the city that never sleeps. It's a classic American city. What have you been doing for the holidays? And are you planning on purchasing anything going into the Christmas sales seasons, which I assume is if it hasn't already started, is going to start imminently.
That seems right. I want to play that new Mario, but I bet I won't be able to find it on today.
Here's the thing with that. I bought I got Mario Wonder. I pre-ordered it, and I pre-ordered it with a Nintendo eShop game voucher. So
that's like $10 off at the end.
So the other reason I love this so much is because I recognize a lot of this conversation as my own. Like I think he is directly calling me out in my ilk of people who talk about games in this level of passion. I think I think Robbie is honestly talking from a place of honesty at a certain point.
I got 10% off.
But there's this tipping point with Delta where he's just sincere enough to get you sucked in. But the reality is like he's mocking like the passion, and I get it. He's excited to talk about it. I love talking to people like this. These are some of my favorite people to talk about with games. But I think hey, Bowser. Wow, Bowser's here. Welcome aboard, Bowser. They're talking about Super Mario Wonder, I think. I think they're talking about vouchers.
Is that I've only spent about 35 hours playing Tears of the Kingdom, because after I purchased it and I put that time into it, I've started playing Assassin's Creed: The Rebel Collection on the Nintendo Switch, which is a game that I have trouble not playing.
You love an Assassin's Creed.
I don't like the Assassin's Creed games. I find them overwritten. I find them incredibly janky, and I find them really just in general annoying. At the same time, I just cannot stop playing those damn things.
Yeah, I only ever played the first one, and I've heard that they get less samey than the first one was, but I don't know from experience.
There's nothing. I agree with every opinion there is about Assassin's Creed, and every game in the series. If you say Assassin's Creed 2 is the best one, if you say Origins is the best, or you say Syndicate's the best one, I simply agree with every. And if you say that any of those are the worst ones, I simply agree with every opinion on the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Wow. Back to you, Robbie.
Back to you, Chicago. What name again?
Adam.
Adam from Chicago. Thank you so much. Stay warm.
I wish I could. I'm going to try to take a picture of this. This has been going on for an hour and 42 minutes. Watch this.
Tunnels that the buildings make are they're tough. It kind of reminds me of those icicles from the icicle spells from Skyrim.
Yeah.
Hello, you're on the air with EGI. It's the spreadsheet.
It's the spreadsheet.
And who am I talking to? Where are you calling from? What are you buying? What do you play?
Yeah, that's the matter. I'm Damien.
Damien.
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
He's in Portland.
I should be writing these names down because there's so many names that I'm learning. Second D name of the year is Dominic.
They have 133 people on this. They just have 133 people here. If you can, this is crazy if you think about it. Hang on a second. I'm going to jump out of there.
I want to tell you a little story about Oregon if you want to hear it.
Story about Oregon.
Flashback to the 1890s. The Ratcliffe family had just established themselves as a fairly well-regarded trading post in Portland, Maine. And they decided to expand their business. So they sailed around the tip. This is before, of course, the easy way to get from one part of the continent to the other one through by sea, which of course was the Panama Canal.
Oh, okay.
So this is before the Panama Canal. So those dirty old Scots sailed around the southern tip of South America and ended up in Oregon. But they didn't end up in Portland. They ended up somewhere south, closer to Coos Bay.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I know what that is.
And they established themselves by building a sort of a small encampment, which became a settlement, which became a lighthouse called Ratcliffe Rock. And those were those filthy drunks, those Scots. Those were my ancestors.
Wow, okay. So we got something in common. We got communal ground.
Absolutely. So when you say you're from, it doesn't matter where in Oregon you're from. The fact of the matter is, I consider everyone in that state somewhat related to me genetically, simply because my ancestors made their way there. Some of them died there. Their ashes or their bodies dissolved in the cells and the dust of the body, and the skin traveled through the air and inhabited all of the lungs of everyone in that very, very early state. It wasn't a state, it was still a territory then, I believe.
Mm-hmm. They're part of the ecosystem.
Absolutely. So that's
we're related.
Absolutely. So happy Thanksgiving and happy Christmas and happy holidays to you, member of the Ratcliffe extended family.
Awesome.
So let's get to brass tacks. What games you've been buying? What games you've been playing? How much you've been spending?
Okay. First, I gotta ask something. I gotta ask your opinion on something controversial.
All right, let's hear it.
Because it has to do with my answer. So, how do you feel about emulated games?
The only problem I have with emulated games is that there's not a really I haven't found. RetroArch can do it, I guess, but tracking game time in emulated games can be a tricky thing. So I avoid it unless unless I know that I can see in a save file somewhere exactly how many hours I played.
Okay.
He just talked about RetroArch. He's more ahead of it than I am right now. See, Robbie, I know he knows what he's talking about. He is sincere. He was talking about the RetroArch for emulation. This guy knows games, but he's like making fun of people like who take it too seriously, like I used to back in the day. This is so freaking hilarious because you were bringing up the RetroArch earlier, and now he's talking about it. This is why I think my audience would love this, because they've experienced what I've had to go through for the last couple of weeks getting up on streaming platforms, but they also are talking about stuff that is like really super nichey, the stuff that we talk about. So super excited to share this with everybody. And thank you seriously again, Sonic, for sticking by me here, because this is just bananas. This is not optimal, but I wanted to do this because it was broadcasting tonight, and on Thursday I'm going to be doing the Game Awards this way, but I'll have better sound, I'm hoping.
12. No. Yeah, 9 plus 12. So $25. But I've only put about 4 hours into it, so I can't answer too many questions about Dragon's Dogma.
I can answer a lot, and I can tell you it's worth it. I have the numbers on it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Three different platforms.
You also have 3 different platforms.
I do. I have the original
PlayStation
PS3 release,
of course,
and the original PS3 of the Dark Arisen expansion. That's where you're really gonna get your money.
Absolutely. So did you own the original PS3 one and then buy the Dark Arisen DLC, or did you buy Dark Arisen as
when it came out? Yeah, I got the expansion when it came out, and I was
smart to wait.
I was real young then, but yeah, I managed to get in on the ground floor.
All right.
So that game I played just all the way through the main story, like 90 hours.
90 hours.
Then you have, oh yeah. But with the expansion, that's gonna give you like, I'm just talking averages right now, not my personal time, but the expansion is at least another 30, because and the game even has a speedrun mode, which has a timer on the screen. So even if the platform doesn't give you a time, you can play in the speedrun mode, and it'll tell you what your time is every second.
And does it also? So every time you open up the game, you see exactly how much time you spent on it.
It doesn't. It doesn't count menus, but in the speedrun mode, it'll clock it, even for like pausing and stuff, I think.
So so you've got 120-ish hours. I always like to maybe round down a little bit, maybe knock about 10 hours off of something like that, 10% off in general. So let's say it's 110 hours. And how much did you spend on Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen?
That would have been release prices, so I think about $80.
$80 for the Dark Arisen? For the total package?
Everything together.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it's still pretty good. And you said that there was other platforms, however.
Yeah, so I played it again years later on the PS4 for maybe only $20 for the whole thing. And I played that, the whole thing, all the way through.
Once again.
For like 200 hours. Because the thing is, the game has a lot of ways to get more time out of it. The expansion is one of those. The DLC is one of those. But there's two, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's two endings. And if you pick one of the endings, you get a whole nother, like, half of the game opens up. So if you know what you're doing, you can pick the right ending, there's a lot of, like, hidden quests and stuff, a lot of hidden events. So if you really want to max up, there's probably guides you can look into for this. But if you really want to maximize your time, there's just an incredible amount of stuff you can do. There's like repeatable dungeons. There's like end game content, where you can kind of fight these super bosses to get all the best equipment. So if you're really like kind of maxing out your character, then you can get an incredible amount of time on it. And I mean, recently I just bought it a third time for $3. I haven't booted it up yet, but $3 on Steam.
All right, so you've got what we're looking at right now, and this is me rounding down a little bit from that 200 hours that you mentioned. You still have 290 hours for $103. And did you play the? Have you played the Steam version yet?
No, I haven't touched it yet. I just got it, but I'm ready for it, and I'm ready for it in anticipation of the second one that's coming out.
So I think
that's coming out soon in March. Somewhere in there.
See this, but that is $103 for 290 hours of somewhere along the lines of 30 cents an hour.
Wow, yeah, pretty good. Doesn't beat that guy earlier. The Dead by Daylight.
right? No. Caleb is some kind of a different type of thing. It reminds me a lot of the character Martin Broadcloak from the Dark Tower series and comic books. You read those?
It's ridiculous.
I stay away from Stephen King.
Too scary?
Too much cocaine. But yeah, too scary.
Fair enough. Thank you for your call. Again, Damien from Portland, Oregon, member of the Ratcliffe extended family by way of dead skin turned to dust.
Awesome.
All right.
Treasure that dust.
So let's go ahead and check in again with the next. Is this Alan? Alan, is this you?
Again, I was told to call back by a friend of mine, but I do have something spreadsheet related.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I'm a very big Death Stranding fan.
Absolutely.
And I thought, what's that?
Absolutely. Well, it's the type of game that people are fans of.
Yes. And when I got it, I got the Steelbook secondhand from eBay for like 60 or 70 when it first came out, because it was like when it just first came out. And I sunk.
Let's go ahead and say that's 70.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up.
I'm guessing that's the PlayStation 4 version, of course.
That was the PS4 version, yeah. And I'm trying to see.
We're down to 122.
Trying to see the amount of time that I spent, because I think the PS5 tells you like the hours you've spent in the game. Okay, so I don't have it on the PS5, but the director's cut that I do have on the PS5, which was only a $10 upgrade. I don't remember if it was the $10 upgrade or if it was just free with the game. But the director's cut on PS5 says I haven't clocked it at 100.
So these streams usually are like 2 hours, and it ends like this has got to be ending here any minute now. Like we've got 5 minutes left, because it usually ends with Robbie, like.
All right, that's a good.
If it's based on anything like EGI1, usually ends with Robbie getting very mad at Alan. And since he hasn't been here the entire show, they have not talked about the spreadsheet. They haven't talked about anything. So I'm guessing that Robbie is going to let Alan back in, and it's going to cut the stream. Like it's going to end. And that's it. So again, usually 2 hours, and that's it. So this will be the end. And again, I'm only doing this because I'm trying to set up the next stream, which is going to be on Thursday for the Video Game Awards. I wanted to do this. So I wanted to kind of get people twofold. I wanted to get people into this to see what this is about, to let people know. Because again, there's 100. How many people now?
No, I don't think it was.
There's 115 people watching this. Like this, I feel like this is something incredibly. Like this is a gift for me at least. Like it's super. Like laser focused on my likes. So I think they're broadcasting effectively to me and like 100 other people in the crowd. That's why I like it so much. But the learnings from this are like I've got to get my sound, a better sound situation for this, because again, this is a terrible show to figure out because they're doing the call in. I can't tell if the sound issues are on their end.
And try to actually knock this math out. So you got 120.
Oh my God, he's doing more math. So all he's doing
120 hours
is he's done like 5 or 6 different math solutions on that piece of paper, and he keeps holding it up. He's ridiculous. Robbie is, and again, this is 2 hours that he's doing this. No game talk.
Yeah. I mean, what we're looking at is at most 120.
The show is just, oh my God. I absolutely love it. What is with his backdrop too? What is with this freaking aquatic backdrop? I don't know what's going on.
Oh, sorry, $100 worth of dollars for 423 hours of gameplay.
5 minutes.
I mean, you could knock that down all the way down to 400. You'd still be only spending
25 cents.
25 cents an hour.
I could have sworn I had the director's cut on Steam as well, but I guess not.
Well,
maybe I only have the regular version. Maybe I couldn't justify buying it a fourth time.
Now, I have a complicated relationship with purchasing Death Stranding, which is that I'm pretty sure that I purchased Death Stranding I got Death Stranding for free when I got my PlayStation 4. But then I purchased it again on Steam for probably around $20. And then I guess I got the upgrade. And then I accidentally got the Humble Bundle, the Humble Choice monthly game, where Death Stranding was part of it. So I probably spent... I mean, I think that might be a 1-for-1 when it comes down to it. I can't crunch the numbers right now, but I can tell you that it was a good exchange, but nowhere near where you're at, son.
Yeah, well, another thing, like I'm also in a complicated position with it too, because like I purchased it more times than I've played it because I've also gifted it to multiple people.
Well, I don't count gifts.
Okay.
Absolutely. No, I mean a gift is a gift.
Yeah, I'm just very ecstatic about the game, and I'm very happy that other people are very ecstatic as well.
Well, thank you so much for your call, and let's go ahead and check in and see if we've discovered Alan somewhere out there.
Back to you, Alan.
Back to you, Alan. Let's see where he's at.
Is that Skype? Or no, what is that? Is that...
I'm beginning to think that Alan isn't coming back.
It's either Skype or Zoom. I love that sound.
Who is this?
I'm Josh.
Josh, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, did your blue blocker just turn on?
No.
Did the blue blocker on Twitch just turn on?
I don't know what that is.
It's like the thing that you turn when you're it's late at night and you're ready to kind of start winding down the day at the computer, you turn on the blue blocker and it helps you so your eye strain isn't as bad. But you're not seeing it right now?
Oh, I have it set on my computer.
All right. Well, here's the thing. We've been trying to get Alan to do the true special report on the spreadsheet, and we have not been able to reach him. And it was an emergency broadcast. We were looking for the content. We were looking for the analysis that Alan Resnick brings to the spreadsheet. And we got a little bit at the top, but we have not been able to reconnect since the beginning of the show.
Oh, man. Well, have you said back to you, Alan?
Most people have been saying back to you, Alan. People in the chat have been saying back to you, and I've been saying back to you, Alan. I've been saying back to as many people's names as I can remember, but I've been so damn busy with getting all of these numbers onto the spread, not on my spreadsheet, but trying to help people, guide people in their own journey towards their own spreadsheets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to crunch the numbers.
So my feeling is that I don't know. I'm not sure where we go from here, caller. And your name? What's your name? And who are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm Josh. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Which part of Pennsylvania?
Berks County.
Now, is that? Wait a minute. Did you call earlier?
No.
No, we just got two callers from Pennsylvania tonight. That's understandable. It's
my buddy Dominic called in.
Yeah, that's right. Dominic from and you probably know the James Carville quote about Pennsylvania.
Yes, I do.
Wonderful.
And I agree with it 100%.
So, Josh, what should I do? What have I done wrong here? Because I spent the last couple of days setting up the stream deck, trying to get all of these bells and whistles all figured out, and now I just don't know where I went wrong. And we lost out.
Well, probably you should pray. That's all you can do. I don't know technology. I'm not a streamer, but maybe Alan will come back.
I do believe that we will be able to coax Alan back for EGI Stream 3, which we'll be doing Thursday night.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a 5 to 8 stream, and that's going to be more like the program that we have been trying to get off the ground from the get-go, as less of an emergency broadcast and more of a, building on the thing that we've already started to build.
Oh yeah.
And I do think that, and I do believe that Alan will be back for that. But was it worth it to just try and do something new on this new platform with these new bits of technology and a new format, and trying to just, if I might wax a little bit philosophical here, it's been such a rough time trying to figure out how to make EGI2 work on Twitch. And part of the idea that I've been chewing on is that we must broaden the program. Because if we just do the numbered streams, we're going to kill ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I think you guys
This
are
early
doing
in
a great job so far.
this early in the process, we're not making any money. We're everything that we do get goes right back into the program.
It takes time.
But I just look at this picture of Alan that we've got up on the screen there, and I think to myself, I would do anything to shut this damn thing down and just have him and his voice and his thoughts with me. I'd like to hear him speak. I'd like to see him. And instead I just get this facsimile.
Well, I think you'll see him soon. In fact, he's probably closer to you than you think. Alan is always with us.
That is a good thought. And we don't recognize that enough. I don't know. We're always trying to reach out and create kind of a, you sort of like,
they say, the wind blows hardest the closer you get to the mountaintop.
Who said that? Is it
some dude in Daredevil?
The wind blows hardest when you get to the mountaintop. But I always thought the wind blowed hardest when it was between the two peaks of the mountain, when you're in the gully.
Oh, you're getting all the way to the gully. I'm still climbing.
You're still going up.
Yeah, I'm still going up.
That thing is just blasting you.
Oh yeah.
Josh,
but the struggle's worth it,
I got to tell you that I have had such a difficult evening, and I'm so grateful to you and to everyone else that has that tuned in this evening for this emergency broadcast with. And I do, and we do strive to give quality programming to those who stick around. But the fact of the matter is that sometimes you just miss a couple when you're making buttons. You lose some of the buttons.
Yeah,
Josh.
This is
streaming on Twitch is a weird thing.
There's too many buttons. There's too many windows. I don't know. We used to have a producer who would help run parts of the program for us, and now we're all doing it ourselves. And God above, holy crow, there's just too many goddamn buttons.
I can imagine. You have one of those streamer deck things you said?
I have a stream deck. I have programmed it. I thought I created pages that say, to have, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a page button here, so you can go to the different buttons I make, but the buttons that I made for the graphics didn't show up. or I didn't save it properly.
That's a lot of buttons.
This phone is only 15 buttons. I could have gotten the 32 buttons.
There's a 32 button?
There's a 32 button one, and there's another one that's got a bunch of knobs on it. But I just got an old Scarlett mixer for that. Josh, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I just want to say to you, thank you for calling in and being the final caller of the evening. It's been a tough ride, but it's been worth it for me to have spoke to everybody and done all the maths. That's for Joe Botnick out there in the UK. I think he'll appreciate me with the plural math of the maths. And we will be coming back to you guys on Thursday, and I promise you, with a bit more help and hopefully a bit more eloquence.
Yeah.
Both in terms of our.
I've been loving the show. I made my own spreadsheet after your guys' first broadcast, and I've just been working away at that. You guys have inspired me to organize all of my stuff and play more games. Been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid recently, so.
Which Metal Gear Solid are we talking about before we kind of wrap this thing up?
I've been switching between 2 and 3, just doing the Foxhound rank.
All right. So did you get the re-release of the Collection 1?
No.
Just playing. You're playing it back on the old hardware.
Yes.
Far out, man.
Hell yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3, my favorite game of all time.
It's a fantastic. I've met a lot of people who've felt the same way. Josh, I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna say a couple more things before we end for the evening. Thank you so much for your call. Please call back. And also, one last thing about this is directly to you. Anybody else who makes the spreadsheet, if we decide to do another episode of the spreadsheet, we will make sure to let people know that they can send us their spreadsheets, and we will show them live on twitch.tv/EGI2.
Oh my god.
The spreadsheet.
That's awesome.
So the EGI2 is less of it's not just the show, but it's also the channel, right?
Yeah.
So we can do whatever we want, right?
Absolutely.
Because we don't have any of the gray coats in the big tower telling us what to do, right?
No, sir.
Absolutely. So we will come back with more episodes of the spreadsheet in future, but for now, we'll say goodnight to Josh, and we will say please rejoin us again on Thursday. That's Thursday, December 7th at 5 p.m. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Time for EGI2 Stream 3, in which we will be discussing the 2022 Game of the Year Awards. Since we didn't get to do a 2022 Game of the Year Awards for EGI2, we're going to go ahead and do it on December 7th, and we will be giving out the awards for those 2022 games. And we will also be, of course, looking for artwork from you people. Everybody who wants to send in some artwork, let's just keep it to artwork. Keep the spreadsheets for the spreadsheet, and we'll do artwork. And we are so excited to bring back EGI2 Stream 3. We will see you all on Thursday evening for a few hours. We'll have Alan there in studio. We will have James and Luke helping us out. Now go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and try to raid Luke Taylor's The Luke Man, who is now on air doing the chat havers. How do I raid? Does someone know how I raid? Use? Oh, someone did it. All right. Dash. The Luke Man. /raid. The emergency is still ongoing. There's still lots of the holiday season left, and we will definitely be needing to do another go at the spreadsheet, perhaps with more spreadsheet and with, man, how do we get this chair? /RAID channel.
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Good night, everybody.
It's so stupid. So stupid. Beautiful. So good. That's it. It's over. We did it. Absolutely ridiculous. Get over here. What am I doing? There it is. I am so happy that it's over. Yes, 100%. Oh my God. Again, a very hard show to watch and get into, but we did it. I introduced a bunch of people to it. I had a bunch on like multiple platforms chiming in. Let me see how many I had on Twitter at this point. Twitter has been, for some reason, when I do these live streams, I'm not on Twitter. I don't use Twitter. But when I post to Twitter, oh shoot, it was right there. Here, hang on a second. How many people have watched this on Twitter? It's crazy how many people see this. Yes, I had 33 viewers on Twitter. How crazy is that? So that's bonkers. I have no idea how many people watched on, it looks like we had one on, what do we got? We've got 3 on YouTube. Holy cow, who's watching me on YouTube aside from Sonic? It's Real Sonic, you got some competition on there. Yeah, very true. Yeah, exactly. And then I have one person watching me on Twitch. I feel bad. That room is pretty empty. It might be Atwood. If it is Atwood, God bless that man. All right, so I wrote during that stream, I wrote to a guy named Admiral Gorg. He is a big, like a YouTuber that talks about Tim and Eric. We still have 3. They're apparently, they may have died in front of their machines watching this. I definitely need a shower now that I'm looking at I am filthy. What did I do? Why am I so dirty? Oh my God. I took a shower this morning. I swear to God. What did I do today? I did some work in the garage, but not enough to feel this. I think that show just makes me feel dirty. All right. So again, now we're down to 2. I feel more comfortable now that there's only 2 here. So that is done. So what I can do now, my volume again? Ooh, timeout. Thank you. God, that was so good. Thank you. Hang on. Hang on. Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I'm coming back. Sound, I'm coming back. Output. No. There we go. Right? Will you test this, you jerk? Perfect. Sound effects through. There we go. I feel better about that. So my sound, hopefully, is back to normal. Good. Hey, and again, you are, we have 3 people. Your feedback has been awesome because I know, again, like I would have forgotten to reset my sound. And I would have started tomorrow and been like, what's happening to my sound? So that's great. So now let's do this. Let us do, this is going to be big because this is what I usually do. All right, we did yesterday. Perfect. Come on, you can do it. You got to do it. You got to want it. Switch the camera to, hang on. I got to get this right. Back to eCam. eCam is up. Where is my eCam window, though? That is silly. Where's eCam? That is not eCam. Did I just lose my camera? I think I did. I might have just lost my visual. I know. Bring all to front. I did. I've lost my hide main window controls, show main windows control. There it is. I got it. I found me. I am, oh, that's so silly. I found it. Wow, that is ridiculous. Okay. Let's go. Why is perfect. Oh my God, it's about an elf. I don't know if I'm going to do, let's see. So it's about an elf. Let me get the controller hooked up for that. We did this yesterday. What I was very happy with is that, there we go, I got it. I'm not going to go to sleep. Are you kidding me? I never sleep. Okay. So now I've got TikTok up here. That's great. I've got my chat. I'm going to put my chat back on overlay. Killer. I'm going to take my, where's my camera? Video. I'm going to do, where is it? Right there. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. And then I've got to do this. Share screen. Good Lord. A lot of stuff I got to do here. Yes, there is a lot. There's a lot to these streams. So I have the chat overlay up, right? I'll turn that off for now. Can I put picture in picture? Oh my God, you can't even see me down in the corner. Hello, I'm peeking out behind Master Chief. Hello, how you doing? That's not gonna work. Oh no, I turned my machine off. Get back out. Come on, you. Don't make me come over there. Because I certainly will. Okay, we're connected. Off. We did about an elf. Oh my God. I thought I played something else, not this last night. Let's see if we can go in here. Hello. This is the Monster Shop. Hello. And we're having a monster sale. Oh my gosh, I'll take one of everything. Princess Dam buys an empty bottle. Classic. I don't know what. Welcome aboard. An empty bottle? That's just litter. You really don't know anything about adventuring. A half empty bottle is also half full. But this one is completely empty. Or is it completely full of nothing? It's empty! Explore the town of Elvenland. This is quite out there. Sonic and elves do not mix. All right. Let's get out of here. Hang on a sec. You know what? I think I have. I'm almost positive I have Sonic Mania on here. It's one of my favorites. Let's get to it. I have to. I would be dumb if I didn't. There it is. I knew I had it in here. Let's try this. You can tell me. Is this Craig Whitehead? Is that who? Sega. You should hear that. That's loud and proud. Christian Whitehead. There we go. Unreal. Animation is just gorgeous. Every time I see it, I love it. This game uses an autosave feature. Do not quit or turn the power off when this icon is displayed. Mania mode. Well, I'm shocked, to tell you the truth, that I don't have any... This is not my primary platform. I have this on PS4 and Switch, and I've switched my Switch so it doesn't have my cart save from before. I don't remember this many Dr. Robotniks. Such a... oh my god. Now you can... oh my god. All right, here we go. Yeah, boy, that's a little difficult. Come on. You're gonna... thank you, Tails. All right, let's go. I can't remember if this has the middle... how the bonus levels work in this. I really can't. Got it. Thank you. No. Ay, ay, ay. Sonic, I don't want you to see this. This is embarrassing. Take that, you. That's what I was hoping for right there. Oh, wow, really? Okay. This is very difficult. With the lag in this, I can't tell. That's tough. That's going to be very hard to do those bonus levels. I'll get the timing on it, don't worry. I'll be good. You can do it. Really? Those are some fatties that he took out of me. Oh, that jerk. What do I got? I got 28. It's unfortunate. Thank you. Good God. Oh my God. Oh, this game. I'm not going to get any bonus at the end of this. Please, just bear with me as I get through this level. Oh, thank you. Oh. It's good stuff. Sonic Mania is... oh boy, that was bad. You can do it. What do I have to get? I can't even remember what I have to do in this. It was 2016 the last time I played this, I think. I don't even think I had a Switch by when I played this. Ah, come on. You got it. You're a good Sonic. Oh my God, please just keep it together. Don't panic. We got it. Don't overcorrect is the only thing I can share. Do not overcorrect. Oh my God, I gotta get rings. I don't have any rings. I gotta do it. Oh my God, no. Yeah, they did a phenomenal job with this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, stop. Stop. Oh, I have to go back this way, apparently. Go, get out of there. Oh my god, I didn't have enough rings. Oh god dang it. I got it. Jeepers criminy. Embarrassing. I was more of a Sonic 2 guy. So embarrassing that at least I got through it without dying, for God's sakes. That would have been really bad. Look at that new mechanic. It's the... What is it called? The zip line mechanic? For some reason I remember, yeah. One more time. Come on, you can do it. Nope. Apparently I cannot do it. Oh my god, please stop this. Oh my god, this is my Vietnam, this game right now. Jesus. Please. I don't have 50. I don't have enough of anything. Go back the other way, please. Let's go back the other way, please. Up you go. We're gonna do this. Come on, back. That was not good, but what are you gonna do? See, it only takes me one or two. Fudge. Oh my god. I would much rather watch you play this than play this. This is the sign to show how much I've fallen apart. Just like my gamer credibility is just... It's not cutting it anymore. I used to show this game to people and be like, no, it's really easy. It's momentum-based gaming. It's momentum. It's just I have to get... And now I'm like, what? I can't touch the button? What's the jump button? You don't need the jump button. How do I do this? Oh my god, what's going on? I got backwards. You're pathetic. Oh my god, really? Oh my god, I thought I could have got away with it. Is that a fire shield? Is it gonna pull? Oh, the electric one pulls the electric shield pulls in the rings. There we go. I'm going to do this now. It's not... listen. I just got to get the timing down with the... Oh god, oh my god, that was... I got duped into that. That was terrible. Hello, JB Voodoo. You... Oh, that fish. This is trying to... Get off. Okay. Nights into Dreams. That I would probably be even worse with. Even the Christmas edition, which I think I still have, by the way. I think I still have that. I should unearth my Sega... well, shoot. My Sega Saturn collection is very weak because I got rid of a bunch of that when I had my store. Really? But I still have Nights into Dreams, the Christmas edition. I'm going to catch you, balloon. Let's go. That's good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 let's go, go, go. My mock is up. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. How close are we? 18. Thank God I can go right through that. All right, 17. Come on, we can do it. It's right. Oh, I got the bonus music. That's from Sonic 1. Sonic R... Oh, my God. The Sonic game that I am best at will be Sonic 2. I played that non-stop with roommates because it had the 2-player mode. Ew. So Sonic 2 I played the most time. Sonic 3, I actually... Hang on a sec, can I get in here? No, I cannot. Sonic 3 is how, strangely enough, I won my Super Nintendo. There was a contest to play Sonic 3, and I won that. And that's where this comes from. That's why it's so embarrassing, because I had to play this. Thank you. What the heck? Oh, they're mixing it up on me. Oh, God! Oh, wait. Where am I going? I got it. You're a jerk. Stop doing that to me. God dang it. You can see I'm like 1 second behind, so I have to do it like a second before. There we go. Where in the heck is... Really? This is a madhouse. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Whoa. So most likely, like as I said, whoa, shoot, out of there. Nice. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, God. I'm not afraid of you, Dr. Robotnik. Not anymore. Oh, my gosh. It's flying upside down. I can do it without falling off the ledge. So let's go out of here. Oh my God, I jumped down? What am I, crazy? Am I being transported into another dimension? Oh, I love this. So great. Look at that. New animations. By the way, The person who redid the music for this, I think, is a guy named T. Lopes. He does some phenomenal renditions of the Sonic tracks and other 16-bit. T. Lopes, if you haven't seen him on YouTube, follow him. He is just sensational. No, 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 no. Oh boy. One of my nightmares. This is one of mine. Drowning in this thing. I feel good about that. I got pretty far in that one, I have to admit. Oh, I went underneath it. I was trying to wait too long. God dang it. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. 6, 5. Where's the next one? Here it is. Good Lord. You got it. Where in the heck? I'm out of control right now. And I missed all of them. Yes. 0. 0 cool bonus. That is true. Game knows me too well. I am absolutely not cool. All right, get out of here. I don't want to see this anymore. Do I have to go back? Don't make me... You can do it. Shoo, it was close. Oh boy. God dang it. Oh my God. Please stop. Please stop. Don't hit me again with that baseball bat. Oh my Lord, you keep hitting me with that baseball bat. Come on, you can do it. Ooh. Oh, going breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. Okay. Oh my God, am I stuck? Do I have to go? Thank you. Whoa, that guy was, that's a fast, what is going on? Get out of here with that nonsense. Really? This game, I tell you what. I am indeed not the real Sonic. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, Tails. I didn't mean to kill you. My only friend in the world, Tails. Wait. Whoa! I can't turn around. So wait. Oh my God, no, 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 no. That's what happens to me all the time. I'm having trouble breathing. Everything's great. I'm having trouble breathing though. God dang it. I gotta be... God dang it. That's okay. I'll just fall all the way back down to the bottom. We're good. Nightmare time. So, wait a minute. No, I'm not going to go back that way. What's over here? Nothing. God dang it. Oh my God, no. I hate this game. God dang it. Oh my God, no. For God's sakes, no. This has got to be fun to watch. You've got to be kidding me. Thank you, just did it. Are you the fastest thing alive? No. No. Prepare to challenge. Competition is now unlocked. Thank you, Justin. Oh my God. This is so nuts. freaking... No, don't do that. Please don't do that. I've been humiliated enough in this stream. Good Lord. All right. God, that is the worst. We did World of Horror. We did a bunch of these already. Oh, God, one of the greatest games. Love it. Thank you, Just Did It. You are making my night. I appreciate it. Hope everything's going well on your end. The stuff that you found out over the weekend is just absolutely bananas. You deserve far better than that, but I am so proud that you're at the end of the tunnel. Good work. I've been here with Sonic, the real Sonic, all night. Real Sonic is he's the OG. He's the original. Genesis or ColecoVision? Oh my God. That was the game I just played was Sonic Mania, which is a remake, or sorry, what would you call it, Sonic? It's a remaster technically, but it's the music was redone by, it's a re-envisioning, I guess. Is that what you'd call it? Rebirthing? Yeah, so I'm not sure if you've seen this. We did earlier, was it wait, not Wreck-It Ralph. Fix-It Felix Jr. Let's go if we can see if we can start this one. I don't want to, please, how do I start this game? How do I insert my coin? There we go. Easy, medium. Let's do it. This game feels like an old arcade. It's not... There we go. This game does a really good job of capturing the old arcade feel. I mean, a lot more animation in this than you would have in... I got it. God dang it. Oh my God, no, come on, get out of there. Let's go, come on. Let's get out of here. There's a toilet after me. Is that a toilet? I think it is. I thought I could have ducked it. That's it? Oh my God. Again, last time. That's why I stick to Miss Pac-Man. Everything about this game feels like an arcade classic. Oh, come on, get up! I was gonna... Oh, I can go through there. What am I, stupid? I am. That's silly. I can go through there. There we go. We got it. Oh, no. God dang it. This is killing me. Please. You have one left. What are you doing? You freaking... That was bad. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. What other games, fake games? There's going to be a ton. Chaos construction site chaos. Oh my God, no, I just died off screen. That's hilarious. Stop it. All right, last one. Nick, welcome aboard. Watching me fail miserably at this. Doing it. Come on. Get away from that toilet. God dang that toilet. So you gotta lure... God dang it. I'm getting progressively worse. I'm not going to do that. What are you, crazy? There we go. What are you going to do? God damn it! I'm on Twitch. Dude, I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I am on all of them at the same time. That is a question I just got over on TikTok. I'm on every conceivable platform right now, and I have been testing with everybody here. Play Burger Time or Spy Hunter for me. All right, here we go. Let's do this. We're going to go back to the classics. Let's get out of here. We're going to... oh, this is Nintendo. So here's what we got to do. We got to go back to here. Hello, everybody. Oh, my God, that looks terrible. We're not going to go back there. That looks just abysmal. What is... I'm like sick in this image. Now I'm off center. Is it this one? It is. I got multi-camera setup. All right, so now what we got to do is stop screen sharing. I've got to start screen sharing. I've got to go to, well, we got Burger Time and Spy Hunter. Let's go back. Let's go to retrogames.cc. We're logging in to retrogames.cc. Here we go. Where are we? Burger Time. The Flintstones. Burger Time and Bedrock. Oh, that is bad. Spy Hunter. Hang on a sec. Spy Hunter. Oh, we do have Spy Hunter. We've got Arcade and NES. Let's try Arcade first. Hold on. Play now. Can I pop this out? Enter full screen. That's going to be funny. 1 second. How am I doing this? We're going to go... it's this one right here, right? Window. It's this one right here. Share. Perfect. You can see that little window, but when I expand it, that's not what I want. I want to do it here. All right, I got to get this controller now. Let's see if this works. Controller, lay it on me. Select. This is connected, right? Oh, there we go. That's why. Cancel. Cancel. This should work. Control settings. Start. Whoa. Oh my God. I was not prepared for that. I can't tell. Oh, you got me in the... You shoot me with a helicopter, for God's sakes. What chance do I have? I'm just a spy hunter. Take that, you. I'll take that, B. God dang it. Missed him. Oh, that's my big bomb. Whoa, this road's out of control. Did I do that? Got an Urkel problem. Did I do that? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wow, I think I just saved that truck from having a terrible accident on this bridge. Get out of here with that craziness. Feeling it. Feeling the vibe right now. Jump! Good Lord, jump! What the heck is the jump button on this thing? That was a pretty big explosion. Stage 1, rest 4. So that's... Okay, so that turns it that way. Hang on, I'm trying. Where in the heck is my jump button? Oh, no, it's a thing. Okay. Oh, man. Terrible. Oh my God, come on. Did I not put up the, Tim, you gotta help me here. What am I missing? Hang on, get this text over here. Dragon's Lair. Come on, full screen. Oh, really? That's pretty awesome. I gotta show you this, Tim. Hang on a sec. Ready? Hang on a sec. I'm jumping in the water. Do I have to change my ship up? Oh, that's what I have to do. I got it. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Stop dying. You're making me crazy. Okay. Let's pause. Let's take a breath. Let's get rid of the chat overlay. Get rid of the over chat. No, no big deal. I'm just doing this. Hang on a sec. Hide. Now, Tim, if you're still here, watch this. I just did this week. So watch. I take my phone. This is a telephone for making phone calls. Ready? You're going to like this. You still better be there, Tim. Because I'm doing this for you. All right, here we go. Let me get to my eCam screen right there. Perfect. I'm going to go guest eCam. Perfect. Eyes on B invites me to watch something. Forget it. I hear you. I hear you. Where's my interview? Solo. All right. Perfect. I'm guessing you're seeing this. Timeout. Hold on, everybody. This is worth it. It's black. It all got dark on us. But it's worth it. Oh, did it cut out completely? Did I lose everybody completely? I think I did. I can see it. I can see it. Hang on a sec. Let's go back. Solo. Oh, I know what's going on. I have to go back to eCam again. This is hilarious, this setup that I got going. Window. Main window. I see it. Here's the main window. Got to go camera A. Oh, I've been sick lately. You can tell I've been sick. Hang on a sec. Let's go here and say what I want to do. I want to change my main camera to my sick camera. Let's go video, eCam. Look how terrible I look in this camera. Okay, but it's worth it because I'm going to get to my interview and you'll see what's going on here. This is pretty cool. Hold on. Window, interview, back over. Awesome. Again, I'll do this much faster when I'm not, like when I set up interviews, I'll set them up proper. But where am I? Window, interview chat. There it is. Okay. Interview on, where is my interview window, I wonder? Yeah, I see you. Get over here. Hold on, Tim. It's worth it. I swear it is. There's interview. I got like 6 interview windows. Hold on. Shut down Discord. I don't need that. Shut down sound effects. I don't need that. Oh my God, this is from this morning. Quit. Quit. Yes, please quit. Please quit that. Okay. I'm going to hang up the interview and do it again because I think I lost the interview. I did. That's why I can't find the interview window because it's shut down. All right, back to here. You'll hear the sound. There it is. All right. I'm a dope. All right. So what you're seeing on here, let's go solo. It is a Dragon's Lair arcade machine. So again, if you're still there, Tim, I appreciate you coming by for this because it's worth it. So you're like, oh, there's pretty nice. So let's get this turned on. New Wave Toys. It's got the whole setup in here too. Like it's got the they got the little, oh, come on down here. The little light up key setup, and you can actually open this. It actually opens up. Hang on. So, and it's metal even. Oh.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the Dragon's Lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
So, again, this is entirely playable, but what does it say? Insert two. Oh, I got to put coins in. So I got to put coins in here. And let's go. Boop.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. I had that. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite levels too. It's not Giddy Goons. It's the Grim Reaper. Oh, wait, whoa. No, those are the... So, here's what's crazy about this. Hang on a second. I'm going to die here on purpose. Because... Slow down for a second. Hang on. Wait. Hold on. Just ignore that for a second. Because I'm going to take my camera. Hold on, boys and girls. Sorry, Sonic, you probably haven't seen this. That's pretty bad view right there. Hang on a sec, there's a bunch of classic games in here. But I'll show those later when I have a better, how do I say this whole sidewall, the top has like, but Steel Battalion, basically consoles going all the way back. So here, let's go do this. Let's go swap. Wait. I'm gonna turn this. Okay. What'd you think of that? Was that fun? Traveling around my house? Okay, so let's see. Fix it, Felix. No audio. Clicking on that game made the audio cut out and yours become muffled and glitchy. No way. Dawn Blue's Dragon's Lair. So cool. Awesome. You know what? I knew you had taste, Sonic. Not just because you're Sonic. But here's where it gets cool. Ready? This should work. I'm hoping it works. So I cut this. Oh, my hands! And it has an HDMI out on the back. I'm really hoping this works. Here we go. Now, that goes in there. Now, time out. This is where the magic happens. So where am I? I am here. All right. Loving the, again, I wish I could see everybody's full name. I can only see, can I stretch this window? Oh, I think I can. It doesn't stretch it out. Son of a... All right, so now, here's what I gotta do. Just bear with me, I'm getting close to everybody. Getting real close to everybody. You can do it. Get in there, you crazy thing. All right, let's see if this works. Does this work? Oh, it does. That's hilarious. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. That is fun. That's very fun. So we're going to do this. We're going to go video. We're going to say HD webcam. That's me. Hello. Hi. Then we're going to go share screen. And we're going to share that screen. That's beautiful. Can I get it to where it's smaller? Let's see. No, I can't. So here's what I'm going to do. If I put the chat overlay up there, there we go. That works, right? I wish I could get that without all of the lines around it. I should be able to do that, right? 1 second. Camera A. Show source in a separate window. There it is. Thank you. Window. Perfect. All right, here we go. I guess I could look at the screen. I'm guessing they're all the same. Whoa, that was close. Ah. Ah, man, I keep forgetting it's back. Ah, it's been a while. All right, here we go. Huh? God, I love this game. Huh? You can do it. Got it. Up to 3. We're on 3 right now. Done and done. Huh? You got it. Come on. Oh, is this the... Go! We did it! Oh, fudge! Giddy goons. Here we go. Oh, for... Good Lord. I got it. I got it. Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair.
How's the audio on this?
Become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. Right, you control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. Hey, Nanas. Oh my gosh.
In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the dragon's lair.
Let's do this. Let's do it. Come on.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
It's always felt like one of those 80s movies. Are you brave enough, warrior? Your quest awaits. All right, let's do it. Put some quarters in. There we go, we did it. Let's start this bad boy up. Very scary. Straightforward. That's right. Come on! That can go 9, actually, but... Oh, shoot. I forgot to take a look at the last color ball. What is the last color ball? Purple. It was purple. I thought it was on 3. That one's on 3. This one's not easy either. I hope you guys like bones. You're seeing a lot of them. That's a trick. They want you to pull that. Oh! That's rough. I hate when that happens. I hate when I get killed like that. I have just loaded this machine up with quarters. I told you one of my biggest thrills in life was in Chicago. I was in Chicago. I think I was 14 years old. And I was at an arcade. And kids paid me money to finish this for them because they had never seen the end of it. And when my dad came back, I'm like, look at this, Dad, I have an entourage. He was not impressed. But I always thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like, yeah, we did it. Get out of here. They're going to put me on the horse one right now, I think. Oh, shoot. Oh! It's rough. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Every flipping time. Don't go for the diamond. Don't go, it's not adventure. Nice. Sword. Up the stairs. Sword. There we go. There's 2 jumps there. I thought there was 1. Do I not have quarters? Thank you, Jeff. Much appreciated. Welcome aboard. I'm playing my classic New Wave Toys version of this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Come on! man. Oh, I love this. Don't put it away, you're gonna need it. Close. Made it. Okay, last ball's purple. Here we go. There we go, we did it. 2. So it's, I think it's on the 3rd one you have to do that. My God, at the time this thing came out, this was like every D&D game I imagined. This was it. I was like, oh my God. Come on. Oh shoot. Oh God. We'll get out of this one. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, it's the mud. Yeah, the lava monsters. Oh, you can't hit them. Save me! Let's see if this goes to 9. 1, 2, 3. It does. Oh God. Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Oh, come on, I did too fast! Man alive. That's rough. Alright, are you guys okay with me doing this? I have no idea. I've already put in my quarters, so. Let's see if I can get this blown out. Let's see. Oh my God. That is super blown out.
Uh-oh.
Save me!
Done. Let's get off this train as quick as we can. Oh, that hurt. Okay, 1, 2. That's what it should be. Why am I failing at that so much? I know. This thing is out of control. Apparently the Dragon's Lair algorithm is strong. Oh, for fudge sakes. got it. We did it. We made it happen.
Save me!
Oh, shoot. Oh, for forward. My hand. You saw it. All right. Let's see. You can't. There we go. I'm on the side now. Perfect. Holy moly. It's amazing what you can do with technology these days. I can play on a little tiny machine. Uh-oh. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I was...
Save me!
There's a lot of skulls in there. You can do it. Oh boy. God dang it. Crazy. Yeah, I know. It's a fickle bunch, these people that come in. Good Lord. Oh my God, I keep thinking... My young self would be mortified by this. All right, so now is this reversed? It is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? It's reversed. How dare they do that to me? What time is it? 9:22. I'm going to do this one more time. I put my quarters in. Depressed. It's a 3-hour stream. I've done nothing. I played Port Sonic. Uh-oh. It seems like the timing on the one going this way is different. And that might just be this game. Perfect. I completed one. I died on the next one. Good Lord. Come on. Purple. Always purple. Here we go. God dang it. You did it. I can't believe it. I got that one done. I'm very happy with that. It's on the way down. On the way down. Better just keep that up for a second. All right. That is always a nerve-wracking experience. There we go. We did it. Hi, Say. Oh, I gotta swing my sword at them. Darn it. Save me! Oh, wow. What the heck? Oh, my God! So let's watch the intro. At least we'll have that together. Oh, it's nostalgia overload, I tell you what. It's good stuff, though. Thank you all for joining. I'm going to let this do the intro. Hey, I'm eating Jack's Link for energy, and I'm watching some Dragon's Lair. What's the hate? Oh, you're too much. Jack's Links for energy, Dragon's Lair, that's all plus. Yeah, but this intro, let's see, let it go. This was, I played this, I can't even tell you how much I put into this. I was banned from this arcade. I have a story I'm working on. It's hilarious. But I would go to the arcade. Is this going to show? This should show. Is it not going to play? Let's do this. I'm going to turn it off. Turn it back on again. See if this works. Hang on. Hello, VIP list. Give me a second. So, I used to deliver newspapers for money. I was a prostitute. So I delivered newspapers for money, and then I would take my collecting money and I would go down to the arcade at this pizza place. All right, here we go. Dragon's Lair LLC, hilarious. And I would spend my earnings, like every cent that I got would go there. Here we go.
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the Dragon's Lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
So I would spend my money at the arcade. As quickly as I got it, I would spend it. There we go. And yeah, my parents did not like that. They thought I should be saving my money. But it's my money. I'll do whatever I want with it. And playing Dragon's Lair is what I wanted to do. Anyways, I got banned. I was not allowed to go there anymore, but I snuck in there anyhow. I don't care. I'm going to do it. It's my money. And one time I went in, and a car went through the window and hit me. As I was walking in the door, a woman jumped over. She put the car into drive, and she jumped over the little, what is it, berm thing, hit the door, knocked it into my back, and I flew across the room. Just basically because the door hit me, and I flew across the room. And then I'm like, oh my God, my parents are going to know I'm here. I got hit by a car. I got hit by a door from a building, and I'm like, I got to get out of here. So I ran home with my paper bag. And I got home and my mom's on the phone. I'm like, thank God. I'm just going to go up to my room and forget all about it. And my mom's like, hey, Neil, come here for a second. She goes, where were you? I said, I was delivering papers. She's like, officer, whatever his name, wants to talk to you. And she hands me the phone. And the officer's like, you never leave the scene of a crime. And like basically gave me a lecture. And I'm like, He's like, is there anything else I can tell you? I'm like, please don't get off the phone with me. I don't want to be here with my mom by myself. Horrifying. So yeah, I got hit by a car in a place and I ran away because I was worried that my parents would find out that I was in an arcade. It's hilarious. And then the cops, got a lecture about running away from the scene of a crime. It's perfect. But there's a epilogue to that, because that arcade had a bunch of crazy arcade stuff. Like, it had a bunch of really interesting arcade games, like Cliffhanger. It's another Laserdisc game. It had a bunch of weird stuff, so I went on a quest to figure out how they got them. Oh, it's reversed. Oh my God, it was close. Okay, let's do this. We got it. We got it. Crazy. It's close. We got it. We're doing it. These are dangerous. Dangerous whirlpools these are. Gotta make sure you grab that. I always forgot it. Hello. During my high school years in the 90s, I used to skip school. Oh. Mortal Kombat 3. Oh my God. Mortal Kombat 3. Oh my God. Oh shoot. You all saw I finished that level. I don't know why it didn't let me. This one again. I wonder if I can get a different control for this. Giddy goons. Perfect. So this one I have to hit the sword right after this. There we go. I did it.
Save me!
Whoa, treasure room, throne room. Get out of there. Ah, come on, you can do this. Come on. It doesn't do it. So that way I'm hosed. Got it.
Save me!
Don't put the sword back. They always put that sword back. They don't put the sword back. Oh no! Shoot. Fudge, man. Oh. All right. Get out of here. Stop with this nonsense. Perfect. All right. So the epilogue, I'll share the final part of that arcade story. So that arcade that I used to go to, Paul's Pizza, I used to get really interesting arcade units. So much so that when I would go talk to, like I would going to early E3s or Next Generation Magazine, when I would be talking to the folks there, they're like, there's no way you got these, like you have experience with Cliffhanger or you have experience with these games. I'm like, yeah, I do. Hey, Tetragrams, thank you so much. I thoroughly appreciate it. So anyways, these people from the West Coast are like, no, because they were only allowed, like, there were very limited units. Like Cliffhanger, that's the one that played Lupin the Third. It's a Laserdisc game. That was made, I think, in Urbana, Illinois, same place that HAL was made. So very few of those were made. And why would a pizza place in the middle of South Hills of Pittsburgh have one? So I'm trying to figure out. I wanted to go through the story. I have experience with all of these games. So I went to the source. And boy, oh boy, that is insane. Because, and this is the high level story. The high level story is this. Don't ask questions. Because the answers are scary. The funniest part of this is I put it up on Facebook. And Facebook people are insane. This is why I'm going to make a longer video of it, because I put it up on Facebook like, hey, anybody from this town know about Paul's Pizza? I had 8 trillion people effectively like rekindling old relationships. These are like 60 and 70-year-old people. Like, oh, I remember Darla was there. Is Darla here? And Darla's like, I missed you. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm just trying to ask about arcade machines. But then it started to get into the doxing territory where they're like, oh, you know, the person who owns Paul's Pizza still lives above it. She's 95 years old and she lives by herself. And I'm like, will you stop throwing that stuff out? You guys are crazy. Please stop sharing this information on social media. Oh, she's super wealthy. I think she has all her money in her house. I think there's a bunch of crowbars out in front. You could pick them up and just hit her over the head with them. I'm like, crazy. These are crazy people. So that was the Facebook part. But a friend of mine, somebody I've been friends with for forever, who lives out here on the West Coast, is like, hey, I was told by somebody that you're looking for info on Paul's Pizza. And he told me that there was a guy he worked with named Paul whatever. There's 2 Pauls. The Paul's Pizza that was in my area was owned by the real Paul. The second one was a Paul who effectively took the name of Paul's Pizza. The name already existed. The stores already existed. But he also called his pizza shop Paul's Pizza. My friend worked for that one, the guy who stole the name and started his own pizza place. You could be like, that's an accident. His name is Paul. But here's the deal. I wound up calling that guy, and he was very nervous to talk to me. I'm like, no, I want to learn about this. And he didn't know what I was talking about. When I was asking about arcade games, he's like, oh, yes, we had, this is his words, not mine. We had Jimmy the Greek, we called him. He was a video game guy, and he worked at this place, and he would deliver our games. And I'm like, wow, this is fascinating stuff. So when I talked to Bob, my friend, he said, oh, that guy, he was my first job in high school. And he goes, he used to deliver pizza for him. I'm like, oh, crazy, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, and every Friday, we would unload a van of stolen merchandise into a warehouse. I'm like, what? He's like, yep, that was part of our job, was to unload stolen merchandise into a warehouse. I'm like, that's crazy. So the reason why my friend Bob was interested in why I was talking to him, because Bob hadn't thought of this guy in forever either. But in 2002, he was watching America's Most Wanted for some reason. And it was about a guy who was going into shops around Pittsburgh, and he would go in at closing time saying he was from the health department. He's like, I'm from the health department. He would go in there, and then he would rob, like, I'm here from the health department. We've got to do inspection. Close the store up. We're going to do inspection. And then he'd rob them. And he was on the run from it. It was that Paul guy who worked for Bob, or Bob worked for him. Yes, Bob saw his old boss being called out on America's Most Wanted. And that's not even the worst part of it. Because it's like, I called that guy and talked to him. He gave me a line of whatever, like his BS story. And I was like, okay, I got to verify this information. And, but now I'm like, that guy has my phone number. That guy knows where I live. That guy knows all this stuff. I'm like, that was probably not the smartest thing for me to do. Because now I've come back, be a part of one of his stories. But I wound up finding out about the Paul that I wanted to talk to. And this is why it's a great story, because it's like it has all these twists and turns. And the Paul that I'm trying to get a hold of, he died. but his family took over the business. Hello, LHT. His family took over the business. And I went back to Facebook and I said, does anybody know this family? People are like, yes, they're a great. I know the guy. He's super nice. He's a really cool guy. I'm like, awesome. So I'm like, can somebody let him know I'm trying to reach out to him, give him my contact information? Nobody does. So I wound up finding that guy's contact information because I know the name of, on the back of the arcade machines had their information. And I knew I had a photograph of one of those from an old time, whatever, like a photograph, like an old photograph. What do they call it? Photograph. I had a photograph of the store in the back of the units. So I knew the name of the place and it was handed down to his sons. It's the same place. So I reached out to that organization, goes to a dead line. So I look it up online, find out who's connected to it, look at their articles of organization, get onto the Pennsylvania State, Pennsylvania Secretary of State, pull his information and say, I reach out to him via an email. The email is on his paperwork. I said, hey, I'd like to talk to you, whatever. He's like, yeah, sure, give me a call. So I give him a call. And when I start talking about merchandise, like, hey, I want to know how you guys got that equipment, he got real freaked out. What is this for? Who is this? I'm like, no. I'm just interested in freaking, where did the arcade machines come from? Like, why did you guys have super, like, very, very niche games? Why did that happen? And the guy was like thinking I was sniffing around for the feds or something. He was terrified. He was like angry and like accusatory. And I'm like, no, I'm just writing a story. He's like, I want to see this story before you publish it. And I'm like, it's not even freaking published. I'm just going to make a video about my video games. So, yeah, I'm still working on that because I have no idea. It's freaking crazy. Here's the long and the short of it. The reality is that the reason why they got all those obscure games is because, why Pulse Pizza got all those obscure games, is because the distributor for those games got their games from another distributor. Like they would come in Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, or not New York. They would come into those ports. Then those ports would distribute it to different hubs around. Pittsburgh was one of those hubs. Philadelphia is another, just major cities. Then what would happen is that those cities would have a list of like, hey, which games do you want? And everybody would be like, I want Pac-Man. I want Double Dragon. I want these games, right? Like they want the hot games. They want Joust. They want Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. They want all of the big games. So what happens is those games get picked through. Then there's a smaller list of like, okay, here's some niche games that we want to try out, like Baby Pac-Man, or Sinistar was one of those. It was a very interesting game. Crazy Climber, like ones that had interesting cabinets or larger cabinets. So that's what would happen. Then they would be stuck with these like, we don't even know what these games are. And that was Cliffhanger. That was ones like Laserdisc games. How do we get these things in? They're very hard to maintain. So what happened is they just had a group of machines that nobody wanted and they didn't know where to put them. And instead of sitting in a warehouse, they just put them out like in local pizza shops, like super, like very, very rare games. Like the ones you would hear of, like, what is it called? Polybius? What is that arcade machine that everybody thinks that existed, that the FBI or CIA was involved with? Polybius, whatever. It's like that kind of stuff. But they were getting like really, really like out of control games. Like the three pane Ninja Warriors. So it had Ninja Warriors on 3 screens. They'd be getting that because nobody had the room for them, like in an arcade. It just would take up three spots in an arcade, and nobody wanted to have that in their arcade. So yeah, they would get those. They wouldn't get any sit-down machines. They would just get super awkward. But the funny thing about the story is just like what's it called? The gallery, the rogues gallery of like potential crime. Oh, that was the last. Oh, shoot. Yes, tetragrams. I will try not to be killed. I'll try not to be killed. I'm trying to make a movie. So here's the thing. The guy who ran, that Bob worked for, who had people putting VCRs and stolen merchandise in a warehouse every Friday, That guy got an article written about him 2012. And I have all of this like, this is all legit. I have all of the articles and all this. So when I was trying to reach out originally, I went and did a search for Paul's Pizza, found an article written about Paul's Pizza, and then looked it up. It was on the Pittsburgh Tribune, or what it was called, I think the Trib. And I looked that up and I found the author for it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to reach out to the author of that article because that person probably knows Paul. It was a very nice review. It was very good. So I'm like, I'm going to reach out to this guy from the Trib. So I started looking that guy up. He had one article for the Trib. And then he had like an opinion piece that the Steelers sucked. But anyways, I looked that guy up on, what is it called? Family Tree Now. That's how I do most of my stuff. I go to Family Tree Now. And Family Tree Now had that guy from Pittsburgh. He's a writer or whatever. And there was an article about him where he was arrested because he beat his landlord. Him and his girlfriend beat the landlord up and slammed his landlord's head in his car door. I'm like, this is the guy who wrote the article. And he's freaking beating his landlord. I'm like, what is happening in Pennsylvania right now? What have I missed these last 25 years? So yeah, that's a really interesting piece. There's a lot of bizarre but connective tissue there. But yeah, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let everybody get back to their normal daily. I appreciate everybody being here. You're awesome. I love it. What's an arcade? I'm going to kill you, LHT Knight. You're the worst. How dare you ruin my night with that comment? An arcade is a retail establishment that got real hot and sweaty and smelled like throw up, but also had a lot of neon colors from what they called cathode ray tube monitors. Does this make sense? Is this working? Anyways, I thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. We're at 3.5 hours. That's my longest stream to date. I appreciate everybody being here. I will catch you in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Oh no, Thursday. I'm doing the Game Awards. If anybody wants to join me for the Game Awards, we can do an interview session where we can talk about it. I can bring you onto the stream. Maybe we'll do that. Let's talk about it. All right, everybody. I will check you